So I am sitting on 7 bullets, and you guys are walking into the carnival. Carnival. Who wants to try and earn one back?
I have 2. What does everybody else have?
0.
You might want to try to do it.
When you might want to read Brodor's notes aloud.
Right. Especially the butthole part.
Yeah.
So we started off last time. We went from first we started talking outside because Gil told everyone about Emma's body.
How hot it was.
We came to the conclusion that, hey, there are satellites. Maybe we can find out where the kid's father is at with satellite footage. So we went up to the top of a building to hook up Emma to a dish to reach out to the satellites. When the satellite went over, Gil had immense pain and dropped to the ground, grabbing his head.
That's right. It was terrible.
We went back to the truck, and there were really freaky guys in robes that choose to be almost dead at any given point, who basically let us know that they're there to keep us from going anywhere. So then we go off, and we're going to go get the guy now before any of this starts, and we're not going to play their game. And we find out we're being followed, loop around, whole bunch of horrible rolls, and I almost die, but we kill one of them. And on killing them, what we don't realize at the time is that we have just started the game.
The carnival.
Yes, the carnival, by making an illegal kill.
Yeah.
Because you can only kill on site, and we killed off site.
So they're... I can't remember. Are we -1 or are they +1?
They are +1.
Yeah, so the score is currently 0-1 against you guys.
Yeah.
So we get to their base. We keep talking about how they have a trap. They're gonna outthink us. They're gonna outthink us. And then I think it was, I don't know whose idea it was, but then Junior walks over to the guy that's nearly dead. It's like, hi. And that's when we find out that the game has started, that we have safe passage to the carnival, that we are supposed to go into the building and down through a tunnel, and we're like, fuck that shit. So we go to call in the favor from the Southern Army, and when Emma makes the call, Gil hears it in his head.
And Gil puts his piece on Junior.
Yep.
He's also healed.
Yeah.
Yep, he's healed, but it's weird.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like skin. It felt like something
Synthetic or something, right?
Yeah.
And it was flat.
Yep.
Right.
And where we ended, we had an escort on the way who was also going to give us some armor and guns, so we're better armed. We're going to an amusement park where it's supposed to be a 5-on-5
Hey, baby.
fight to the death.
See, this one's chill.
Yeah.
You don't have to hate all animals.
Animals love me. I mean,
I don't like cats up here.
And the cat was all over the desk the entire last half of the
Well, yeah, I think he's probably thinks we have cheese again up here. That's probably why he's back.
It's because he's fucking cute. What's up, guys? Look how fucking cute I am.
want to see my butt?
There's my butthole.
Check out my butthole. How
And there was
cute
a
is that?
lot of talk about buttholes.
Yes, a lot of butthole talk. As a matter of fact, I believe there was a picture of
Did I miss anything major?
That's a please.
Oh shit!
I mean,
game.
So 2 things. One is, do you remember the image of Olympus? Because when you guys had
Yes.
control of satellites, she was
forgot
able to
about
get you an image of Olympus.
Olympus has something
There's the
hanging.
butthole picture.
Olympus has something hanging off of it, some sort of construction, and it looks like it may still have people on it.
Olympus has a dingleberry.
And
Also, I don't know this, but I've been injected with some sort of medical experimental drug.
And you guys did get some weapons and armor from the Southern Army. They loaned you some stuff. So I'll give you a little bit, like it's not going to be enough to equip all of you, but it'll be a little bit of an edge going in. So Wayne, there's your bullet.
I know. Have one bullet.
Yeah, I mean, just give it to me now.
Did I get this Kevlar from them, I guess?
Yeah,
Must have been.
Because they handed out. I think they gave you. Well, it was also something.
No,
got
they
from
haven't
the
got
police.
anything from.
And by the way, I should
You got
clarify-
the Kevlar from the police.
Yeah, and I should
Because
clarify
I already
something.
I already had Kevlar,
That's
so I
right.
gave you the one.
When I say Kevlar, that's because I'm going off of notes that date back to 1995. And at the time, I didn't appreciate what Kevlar is. These are not literally Kevlar. This is a bulletproof mesh. So it's something like Kevlar. It is not literally, because Kevlar is actually a brand name.
Yeah.
And Kevlar has certain properties and such. And actually, Kevlar is not even as of today, our best bulletproof armor. So
Yeah, like you can stab through Kevlar.
yeah, you guys do not have Kevlar. You have a civilian grade armored vest. Okay, so it's not literally Kevlar with a
Who
trademark.
knows? Maybe
after
at that point in the future, Kevlar, the company, made a newer model.
Yeah, it's way better.
Yeah.
It's way better than it used to be.
It could still be Kevlar as a brand.
In 1 second here.
Oh shit! Real game is flying today, man.
Damn it.
So we go
Wish I had real game prepped.
so many
I
sessions
know.
without real game. We have to make up for it sometime.
That's right.
Hey, do me a favor and don't shoot me for saving your life.
Oh, okay. If Gil has to shoot you, he'll feel real conflicted about it.
Oops. I hope I also injected you with a poison. That I have an antidote for.
So you can quote unquote save my life again?
Well, I mean, at that point, I'm holding it hostage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought this was from you. This is from Eric.
Yeah, that's from me.
Okay, I'm gonna have a couple of cards read here. The answer is yes.
Yes, I do know that now.
Okay.
Yes. So
You
to
have
pick
it.
one?
No.
Okay, you will?
No. I mean, you're not picking. You have all of it. How you play that out is up to you.
He's like, this is the Monty Hollandest Guys of Glass ever. We should do a calendar called
That's a little scary.
Guys of Ass,
Guys
and
of
it'll
Ass.
just be right. So there's 6 of us. There's 12 months. We each get 2 photo shoots.
So one of each butt cheek.
So why with that reaction?
If I'm doing
I'm having flashbacks to when Modamar and Philip had the super rabies.
If we're doing like a sexy Skies of Glass calendar, it's going to be thighs and ass.
Thighs and ass.
Okay, so
I got a nice ass.
what they were able to give you, you guys.
Thighs of glass, is that what you're saying?
Oh my god, now we have to make it. Wow.
Okay,
That's good.
they were able to give you guys 3 sets of things. So, 2 armored vests. Who's taking them?
I already have 2 armor.
I have this non-descriptive Kevlar armor.
I have leather. I have leather basically everywhere but my head. But an actual vest. I'm on board.
Yeah, definitely Junior and
I've already got a bullet
Marlene.
vest.
Oh, you do? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've had one for a while.
Yeah, okay,
I also
so
got a titanium cut from my nuts.
It sure does.
Does it
It's
say
right there.
my nuts?
My nuts.
My nuts.
Yeah.
it was a Bofa brand.
It's the Ligma model.
The Ligma model. The Ligma special.
So the the thing I wanted was literally right in front of me, and I'm like, I'm digging around for it. Okay, so whoever has those vests, you have a -8 armor on your torso.
Okay.
So there's 2 of them. So whoever's wearing them,
Dibs.
So that matches what I already have. So
I've got 2 chest pieces of armor. So
okay. They were able to give you guys 2 semi-automatic rifles,
I'll take one.
10 shots in each.
My Jill is actually pretty good. Take one, I guess, because he's already got some.
Okay. 3d6 damage. They have 1 magazine, 10 shots.
What was that again?
3d6 damage.
Yep.
1 magazine of 10 shots.
I don't have it written down. How much damage does my sniper rifle do?
Also, it's 3d6. It just has a different range, a template for it.
45, box ammunition, 3 chocolate bars, a box of condoms. You can have a real good night in Paris with these.
Because basically every weapon has 4 range categories, and these are descriptive. So what that means for each weapon is different. There's a too close, which many weapons don't have. A knife does not have too close. A rifle does. So that gives you a penalty.
Unless you're trying to beat someone with the rifle.
Okay, if you actually declared I'm using it as a club, like I flipped it over and I'm not trying to shoot it normally, or it's a bullpup or something like
Or
that.
you have a bayonet.
Oh yeah, well the bayonet don't actually. The bayonet's actually a different weapon. But there's
Could you have too close for a bayonet? I mean, you're using it at the end of the rifle.
depends on the length of the rifle. I mean,
really close.
but the next range then is the weapon's best or optimal range. Then you get to a little bit too long, and then it's extreme range. So, Wayne, what happens with a sniper rifle is you do the same damage as a normal rifle, but your shot profile is different. So when somebody using like the old iron sights or something is going to be struggling to hit, it's in a different lower range category for you. Though on the flip side, too close is going to occur a little bit sooner for you.
If he doesn't say headshot, shoot somebody in the head.
Multi-kill.
Hero of the story.
All right. And then, well, I'll give you one more thing if you guys agree to something, which is this is loaner gear. All of this is so when you drop off the package, you drop off this here, assuming you live. If you guys agree to that, they'll give you one other thing.
What's the thing?
An SMG 20-shot magazine.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so if somebody wants that, pretend you have an SMG.
You don't
20-shot.
do guns, so
Well-
I guess I could take it.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. I mean, I'm better at cracking heads, but
No, it's an SMG. That's perfect for you then,
yeah,
because
I can run in.
you don't have to aim as much.
You're right, right.
Yeah, and there are rules for that, by the way.
SMG, what's the damage?
2d6. 20-round magazine.
Do you know my breaching tool does more damage?
I don't doubt it. Because all an SMG is just a...
Fast pistol.
it's a fast pistol. Yeah, it's a fast pistol that can be held in 2 hands.
But your
it's-
breaching tool can't do it from a distance.
Yeah, and your breaching tool also doesn't fire repeatedly. This thing can fire multiple shots in a single action.
Yeah, I don't have enough levels yet for multi-attack.
Or cleave. No, there's no cleave in Skies of Glass. Okay, so
Everything cleaves and guys.
Honey, I'm not getting
everything
popcorn.
cleaves down here. The cat doesn't... Oh, you're asking Charlie.
Yeah.
I'll say the cat doesn't want popcorn. The cat's here because we had cheese last time, so now he's...
Actually, Gizmo's down here.
Now he thinks that's what's going to be up here.
I prefer Gizmo, but
All right, so when you guys reach the park,
I shoot Marlene.
what?
You said you were going to stab me on Facebook, so I'm just pre.
I did say that.
Guys of
wow,
glass, it's brutal, man.
And then we had a whole what in the butt.
Yeah.
Payback's a bitch.
I missed that post.
That's an interesting question.
What in the butt is an
No.
interesting question.
You want to do it in my butt?
If you shot Marlene, but shot her outside of the fairgrounds, would they get a point? Would we get a point? Or would there be no points awarded?
You know, there's only one way to find out.
You guys start killing each other, and whoever survives, go ask Karan
Right.
how the score's playing out.
I sneak. Never mind.
Okay.
That was just a joke now.
So Karan has been
to sneak
walking
my
with
fart.
you up to this point, along with the detachment from the Southern Army, the National Army. The National Army,
He's not riding with us, is he?
you didn't take the truck. You guys walked.
Oh, we took the truck.
We
It
asked,
wasn't us.
We had to walk.
we asked for an escort, but they didn't. They didn't sort of have a vehicle to do it.
Yeah, so Colonel McNamara is there with you. And when you guys reach the edge of the fairgrounds, they pass off some of their equipment to you. It's kind of like, okay, what can everyone spare? And so they put together a little bit of stuff they pass off to you. They don't strip themselves completely of their equipment in the process. They just give you guys some extra stuff they brought along. And Colonel McNamara says, I wish you all the best of luck in there. Be careful. Keep your eyes open.
I look at Karen and I say, so once we're in there, how do you guys score? I mean, how do you know what the score is?
Oh, don't worry. There will be several of us walking around, and if nothing else, we can count the bodies come sunshine.
What if we hit one of you?
Then you
By
will...
accident, of course.
There are only two things you cannot do without either accruing negative points or risking forfeiting the game. One is to attack one of us. The other is to fire upon the sanctuary.
What's the sanctuary?
The sanctuary will be a well-lit, well-marked area at the center of the park where a prize and the token of a prize, in your case, as the desired prize is too large to move, will be held.
Gotcha.
I must depart now for the sanctuary.
Quick note. Did you say you cannot fire into the sanctuary?
If you harm the sanctuary or anyone or anything within its bounds, then that is...
So if one of the asshole rad bears hides in there, we can't shoot him.
Nor can he attack you.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure because we've gotten fucked on these rules enough for one
So
night.
if at some point you wish to parlay with them, that would be where it would occur.
Can we do that now?
If you can make it there alive.
Okay.
Fair enough.
If not, then death awaits you warmly, welcomingly. And I will see to it that you make it across the wide river.
I'm kind of looking around at this carnival and seeing...
Okay, Karan walks on ahead. The Southern Army, the National Army Detachment, waits where they are. Okay, where you guys are standing right now, like so many other places, this was this once paved, once manicured, now vegetation and time have reclaimed so much of it. There's...
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Continue.
Okay. I always worry a little bit when my players have to point and laugh at something on their character sheet, titter amongst themselves.
Oh, it's just a dick pic. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Is it the really awesome bomb?
No, it's a dick pic. Dick.
So,
Now they've got really awesome bombs. Thanks, Wayne.
no, I already know what they have. I will tell you straight up, what they have up on you is not equipment. You guys definitely outgear them.
Shit. That's scary.
So,
Probably traps.
this place has now fallen into dilapidation, disrepair. The cement's broken up. You're standing at an intersection of several walkways, like several wide, like sidewalks. So I'm calling them sidewalks. They're like much wider. They're actually large enough. Someone probably could have taken a vehicle down them, but they were meant for foot traffic. And it forms more or less a plus sign of 3 entrances to this little roundabout that you guys are standing in. There is like a roundabout where in the middle there is a cluster of very overgrown bushes, and there's a tree now growing there. And there's 3 entrances that come from the outside, and 1 entrance from there toward the ticket booth and into the park itself. Once again, cement's broken up. There's plants everywhere. It's fall, so you're crunching through decayed leaves. Karan he goes off ahead of you past the ticket booths and into the park. It is fairly dark. There are some trash can fires burning here and there. It does actually appear in a very, very small number of places. There may even be working artificial lighting, but overall this place is pretty damn dark. So that's what lies ahead of you.
I'm I'm going to be pretty useless in a running fight.
The ticket,
I need somewhere where I can get stationary.
the ticket booth ahead of you also has, to the side of it is a building with bathrooms, and then, like I said, you have the main park entrance.
We should find like an elevated like
like
ride
a-
or something for you.
Like a Ferris
Ferris
wheel.
wheel or some shit.
So I got a plan.
Well, actually, maybe not, because we need somewhere where he can be, but also be safe.
Well-
If he's on Ferris wheel, he's kind of just like.
So I got a plan, and it might not be a good one. But it's a plan, and you love plans, Marlene. We get Scotty Double V up high, but not on a Ferris wheel. Somewhere he can get into and out of. I'm not sure where, but we'll figure it out. Somebody goes with him. That way, he's not scoped down and somebody stabs him in the back. Also, if we get wiped out, then at least there's two. Are you okay?
You'll then know where my kill shot is.
For anyone at home wondering what that honking noise is, one of my dogs has a respiratory problem. It's called like reverse sneezing or something like that, where they have kind of like a pseudo-asthmatic fit. So that's what that honking noise is.
And Brodor got him excited.
Yeah. So,
Actually, it's kind of Broder's fault.
I was just betting on him.
yep.
Thanks.
So the second part of the plan, though, is the rest of us go out under his sniper rifle to draw him out.
Bring him into the kill zone.
Yep. So we know where Scotty Double V is. Well, we don't know where he's going. But if you all agree to that plan, who goes with Scotty and who's the bait?
You just stepped right on my wiener.
Bait should be fast.
Was that Marlene that said that? Marlene's got a huge wiener. we talked about that last episode, though.
She's a magician.
Ta-da!
Now you know.
So, the Tuck Master. I mean, I'm fast.
It's up to you guys.
I think Marlene and I are the stealthiest people here. And the ones that probably have the best movement.
I think Junior probably would be the best to stay with me and not be out there running around as a target.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so you're splitting into two groups?
Yep.
All right, so Scott and who are going?
Junior.
Scott and Junior are going one way, and then the other three of you are going a different way? All right,
So as we walk into the park, Gil's like, all right, let's do this. He starts walking forward. He takes a bullet out, pops it in his mouth, and swallows it. And just, like it's nothing. keeps
Somebody
walking.
have some.
That is a horrible waste of
binoculars I could
ammunition.
Wayne and Chad, both of you can reduce your wounds by 1 level each.
I don't have any wounds.
Then, Wayne, you may reduce your wounds by 1 level each.
Does anybody have a scope or a binoculars I could use?
Yeah. Yeah, I hand you my binoculars.
All right, Dan, what is for a
Do I have
level
binoculars?
4?
Do I have them? I forget.
Hold on here. Wait for which
not
is a
a
reasonable
flashlight.
question, but
Yep.
of course now it doesn't help that I've intermixed the notes from two
Yes.
different games.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, level 4 to what? To your
Right leg.
Right
Both
leg.
of mine are to the right leg.
Okay.
I have a level 4 and a level 5.
Okay, so it's a they actually both have the same penalty now. So they're both at a -2 speed each and a -1 agility each.
Okay.
Is anybody wearing the Rad Bear costume?
There's no
yeah,
rule
you've got
against
that.
that. Not that they told you. So you've been told no rule against that.
What did you say?
You have that, right?
Well, I wasn't necessarily wearing it, but I can.
Maybe one of us on the ground should wear that.
Yeah.
Or put it on Scott. All right. So here we go. I'll pull out my cuffs. I'm going to start. One of you puts on the Red Bear costume. I put the cuffs on. And you've captured me.
I don't think they're capturing in this.
Yeah, this game doesn't have capture.
This is kill.
Right, but a human being has uses. Bait. Could be bait for a trap, could be you know, whatever depraved things these ists do.
Yeah, I think, but here in this game, it's just killing for points.
Okay.
I mean, I think that if we were outside in a different situation, it might work.
Right.
But I think when we're here, it's not.
I could see it working if it was an ambush situation, like if I hid off somewhere and you guys were out in the open, but it'd have to be one person. If there were more, there's a hidden second person, we're screwed. Someone's probably dying.
All right, well, I guess I can wear the Rad Bear costume. I'll go a little bit out in front, and you two trail behind me. Keep an eye back behind you, too, so we don't get snuck up on. Where are you two going to be?
Those are the two of us.
Oh, where are the two of you going to be?
High ground, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think we.
Is there a water tower or anything like that?
Well, okay. You've got, from where you're standing, you can see, looks like 6 different places to get high up. Going straight down the middle of the park, you'd have to get to the far end of the park, but there is a, almost kind of like high, like arch-shaped roller coasters, like this, like the Superman that we have here, kind of lets you up there. There's one of those towards the middle of the park, but it's on the back. On the right side of the park, there's one at the front, one at the middle, one at the back. You see 3 different roller coasters. On the left side of the park, there's one at the front. The left side kind of tapers down a bit, so the park's actually wider on the right than it is on the left. Mm-hmm. So over on the left, you see 2 coasters, one at the front, one at the back, but front and back of the park are not as far apart on the left as they're on the right.
I think coaster on the front.
And by the way, there are a lot of smaller buildings and rides all over the place. All right, so this park is kind of like a great big plaza or a great big walking arcade that has the rides dotted all over it. And I am using an actual park map. So this is a real amusement park. It doesn't exist in Chicago, but it is a real place.
Well, let's all go to that location together, and then we'll start patrolling out from it.
I agree.
We head off?
Okay.
This place is like it's overgrown and stuff, right? Like it's not.
Yeah, I mean it's some of the walk spaces and such are broad enough that it's not like it's completely overgrown. I mean, it's not like you're walking through a jungle. And also it is fall, so a lot of things, the undergrowth is losing its leaves, is dying back a bit. But so it's broken up and it's a mess. There's a lot of dark places to hide. The buildings are all in questionable repair. But once again, it's not like you're just walking through, some Aztec ruin that's been reclaimed by the jungle.
Right.
It's not
So
that level.
There's like plenty of places to be concealed.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Soft cover in particular is very easy to find. Hard cover is actually not hard to find either.
And I'm up to a speed of 1.
Yay.
You could kind of limp along.
Well, why don't we stick to the cover instead of just walking out in the middle of the street like cowboys?
So there used to be, at this point, a outer road that kind of wrapped around the park, and there was a chain link fence that would guide you towards particular points of entry. That chain link fence has long since rusted away and collapsed or been knocked over in places by the locals. So you can now enter the park at any point you like. The 3 things that you see immediately ahead of you is if you look to the right, you see the edges and underworkings of the first roller coaster called the Skyrocket. And the Skyrocket, it is still standing. It is everything here is in questionable repair. But there is one high point in particular that, Scott, if you made it to the top of, would give you a damn good vantage point on a good chunk of the park. All right. Now, once again, keep in mind there are low buildings everywhere. So if somebody's on the opposite side, they're still out of sight. But you would at least have a pretty good view. And because you're that far on the edge of the park, there's nothing over there that appears to be lit. So you'd be very well concealed in darkness.
That looks like a good place to go.
If you look to the left, you see a closed-in building, cinder block building. Looks like a bumper car place. Just to the left of that, I'm giving you multiple things because these are a lot smaller than the roller coaster. To the left of that is one of those kind of like whirlabout rides. And then to the left of that is some kind of like a combination ride theater sort of thing.
Oh, like
Those 4D movies
Yeah.
or whatever they call them, where you sit down and strap in and then
it just kind of takes you through.
it takes you through whatever. And there's posters for whatever it was showing prior to the nukes going off. And then, of course, there's also, if you walk past this, then you can get farther into the park, where it looks like there's a series of like little tree-covered, wooded, open areas, and then some smaller buildings like restaurants and pavilions and such. And as you enter the park, about dead center in the park, you see a flickering in the evening mist as a few lights come on. You can hear some gears grinding and an engine firing up in a really heavy chugging manner. You can start to hear this creaking noise, and carnival music starts playing in very, very uneven, off-key tones. You don't think anyone rigged this. You think it's just in that shitty of repair.
Well, that's not creepy at all.
Look out. Look out. Thank you.
All right, so who's going where? We'll start with Scott and Junior.
Well, I think we're all going as a group.
Oh, you're going as a group.
Yeah, and then once I'm in place, then they're going.
Okay, so you guys hang to the right. Hang on, let me make my first check to see. And to make sure this is completely fair, the red bears are going to be placed randomly.
Should I roll for should we roll for stealth? I'm assuming we're all stealth.
Let me see where the red bears are first, and then yes, we're going to deal with that.
Okay. It's a nice container of baby poop you got there.
It is delicious.
God, I love the taste of baby poop.
What are you eating? That's baby poopish.
Hummus.
Oh.
Roasted red pepper hummus.
Bloody baby poop.
He works at a hospital. It takes a long time to collect all that pus.
Terrible image.
That's right.
I love hummus.
I don't like. I don't know why I don't like hummus. I like chickpeas. Like I like things that have chickpeas in them. I don't like hummus at all.
Same here.
Yeah.
I have no problem with chickpeas, but for some reason I don't like hummus.
I've been told there's like a taco one or something like that that's supposed to be pretty good. And I should try that if I really want to find one that I like, but I highly doubt I'll like it.
If you have a food processor, you can make your own.
Yeah.
It's really easy.
Okay. So, you guys head to the right towards the roller coaster. This was a metal roller coaster. The steel is thick enough that, though, in a few places the bolts have rusted away, and some that looks questionable appears to be in pretty good shape.
Did jet fuel melt them?
Yes. There's actually the tail end of a plane sticking out of this.
I know. I mean, those bolts are only Batman's dick thick. So.
And this is a flat roller coaster. By flat, what I mean is it's not all kinds of loops and such. So the ride, if you had ridden it back in the day, this is more just sharp turns, ups and downs. So this isn't like all loops and kind of stuff that gets really difficult. There are service ladders, or you can attempt to climb the actual scaffolding this thing is made out of. And there is one place in particular where the cars would have come out of the little house where they would have been boarded. This is where it would have gotten the chain lift before it was dropped. So it's the top of that first hill, and it does have a pretty damn good height. All right, so I'll assume Scott, this is what you attempt to climb?
Yep.
Do you have like a muzzle flash, like or anything?
Flash
like that?
Flash suppressor?
Yeah.
Not that he's ever mentioned.
No.
In the dark, you're gonna be sitting duck after you shoot somebody.
Yeah. It's only going to be 5 people to shoot.
I guess so.
After that first muzzle shot, only 4.
Yeah.
And if you folks do anything, then it'll be less than that.
All right, so Wayne, I'm going to work out your target number to succeed at this. Oh, actually, you're looking pretty good. Well, I mean, if you're anyone but Wayne, you'd be looking pretty good. So, Wayne, do you have anything to help with climbing or to harm climbing?
Well, the only thing to harm it right now is the injuries.
Okay, well, the injuries aren't going to come into effect unless you screw this up.
Well, I'm assuming this is going to be agility, so I have a -2
No,
right
this
there.
is actually a strength check.
Oh. Okay.
You're lifting yourself up. This is a strength check. If you fail this, we're going to go to agility.
I would have been better off with agility, actually.
Okay, so
now I got nothing.
2d6 plus strength. Fortunately for you, it's a pretty low check.
Good.
10.
Okay, you did make it. The target was 7.
Yeah.
Which this thing's in better shape than I thought it was. So the particular, or at least the point you picked. So you find a particular service ladder that looks like it's still pretty good. It's a long climb, so you're worried that there might have been a few bolts that came loose. It's particularly bad once you get anywhere away from the ground because you can't see jack. So you were just kind of climbing and praying to whatever it is you believe in, and you make it up to the top and pull yourself onto the tracks.
I think the plus size we're probably used to climbing around ladders and things at least.
Wayne, can you please give me a... now we're going to go to... I will give you a choice between agility and intellect. So, and you can use your sniper. So this is for your placement. Excuse me.
I'm going to
So
go with agility.
3d6 best 2 plus either agility or intelligence. Modified agility for the injury.
8 would have been 17, -2, 15.
Okay. You make it to the top. You don't know if you're spotted or not, but you are now at the top of this coaster. I will now give you... Let's see. So...
Is this one of the things that's not very well lit? I'm hoping it's like a dark.
Oh, yes, it's quite dark. And let me give you... Their target is 2 hours. Okay, Wayne. All right, give me your sniper check. So what you're going to get is 3d6 best 2, plus your perception.
All right, 9 plus...
And then there's going to be a penalty
7,
because it's dark.
16.
16. Okay, you do not see anything as of right now. The only thing you can see down the scope that's new information is those lights, and that music is coming from a merry-go-round that is in the dead center of the park. The merry-go-round is lit. It is moving very haltingly, but it is moving its lights. Most of them are burnt out. Some of them are on steady. Some of them are flickering. You can see a couple of people that are sitting on the animals with their hands and feet tied to them.
A couple of people?
Yes, several people. And the only one you might recognize as one of them is the old man, the kid's dad. You don't recognize the other people.
Do we have a picture of him? I don't think
No,
we ever...
we don't know what he looks like.
we don't know.
Okay, then, well,
Well, there's an old man.
there's a guy there, and yeah, you just feel, I don't know. Well, actually, Emma could tell you because she saw the satellite image, so she would have some idea. So, not a huge game master. Lee Karan told you where the prize was anyway. And Karan is standing on the ride with them, holding onto a post.
All right, so I passed that. There's more than the old man in the center.
Didn't Karen say that it was the representatives of the
Tokens.
tokens?
You know, Wayne, how are you communicating with them? Because they're at the base. They're many feet below you.
Oh yeah, we don't have like comms or anything like that.
So unless you're yelling, you have no way at this point of communicating with
That's
them.
fine.
The pads. Junior's got 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. I have 3.
Yeah, give me one of them.
Okay.
They're networked together,
That is correct.
so I can type into
I'm
it. and
assuming there's a
pass it.
network between them. So
Yep.
yes.
So that's how I communicate. Is I pass it through.
Oh, yeah.
I type into the tablet.
Okay. Yeah, you'll have to be careful.
Yeah,
now.
I know, I can
Unfortunately,
hear it.
you are tech savvy because you come from a high-tech society, so I'm going to assume you already know things like how to turn down the brightness. So you're not highlighting your face while you're atop the
Except
roller
when they
coaster.
take selfies.
Yeah, somebody takes selfies, and like you do the thing where he takes like 20 pictures really fast and lets you pick the best one. So that's,
Yeah, but you don't do that till after you kill someone.
Yeah,
That's right.
Or when you turn on the light to do your.
Just doing selfies with tracking each victim.
1, 2.
Kill
him.
After a kill, you pause to do a confessional.
That's right.
So, all right. So I'm going to assume you're from a high-tech society, so we didn't need to deal with that.
Fuego.
Okay, so you send back to them. Who has the other 2 pads? Junior, I'm assuming you have 1.
I'll give the other one to Gil.
Gil looks at it and goes,
Just so that way we can communicate, man.
"You can already communicate with me, Junior,
When you go and
because
do
it's in
your
my
sneaking-
fucking head."
well, it's not two-way communication though. You hear
I slap it on Poe's chest.
I type Gil's a dick.
And I just
Gil, when they do that, there is a faint static that kind of you hear. I mean,
Oh,
it's
I hate
really
this.
brief, but it's just a faint static.
You
It's,
think what?
Yeah.
Junior. And it's cigarette.
I'll roll him up too. I'll roll her up too.
Thank you. Put one behind my ear, and I light the other one.
Remember, if you run out of fuel,
so right before he
Gil has
lights
my-
that, get the fuck. What are you fucking doing?
hold on, I want a speed check because this fucking matters. Holy shit, does this matter? 2d6 plus speed, Brodor.
I take like 10 steps backwards away from her.
16. God damn it.
say Gil has my lighter.
Okay, Brodor.
So who's your backup character?
Smoking. And smoking, it'll kill you.
And Wayne, you're going to get a check to see if you see this. You're definitely going to hear it, so you're going to check to see if you see this here in a moment. Okay.
Oh, look at all this hair, all this delicious hair.
Playing with your hairy pussy.
All right, here we
That's
go.
hypoallergenic.
Base of 6.
It's a good thing.
For this rifle, you are a range out of optimal 9. I'll give you soft cover for 12.
God damn it. I wish I was fucking fast.
You were in the complete darkness, but you lit a cigarette, so that's. I'll give you a 15 on
Speed
this.
is only 4. So,
Mine's an 8.
yeah. So I did reach for it, but
Uh-oh. I just earned a bullet.
All right, Brodor. Do you want to roll or do you want me to?
Torso. Oh, please, go right ahead.
son of a bitch.
Torso!
Okay. What is your torso armor?
8.
8. Okay. You take a level 5. Okay. You hear a crack from off in the distance.
Right, after I feel the intense pain.
And then you suddenly feel your entire chest start to burn. You think this may have cracked a rib. You took a level 5 torso injury.
If it's a rifle, yeah, you wouldn't be able to breathe right now either.
And if you had not been wearing that armor, that would have been lethal.
Oh.
So, Brodor, you are at a -2 strength, -1 perception.
Is this a wound? Hold on. Was it a wound or was it just a...
Yeah, I mean, it's a wound.
-1, -2 body, right? I presume.
I'm sorry, yes.
I mean bruise or actual, like...
like cracked, probably it's like cracked rib.
Or do we have to cut her open and pull the bullet?
That's what I mean.
No, it did not penetrate.
Okay.
It's not a but this is a flat injury, but, yeah, like cracked some ribs, massive bruise.
I'm not pulling her out of the street.
I'll take her with you.
Wayne? All right, I know what their hide already is.
All right.
You get your check.
It's all part of the plan, baby.
So,
All
give me
part
your
of the Scotty Double V plan.
plus perception, so 3d6, best 2 plus perception. Let's see if you can see the other sniper.
That's a cocked eye, unfortunately.
It is, but the others are 5 and a 6, so it's going to be good. All right.
That's even Wayne can't fuck that up if you've already got the 11.
So 6, 11, 18.
18, okay, you've got them. All right, so Wayne, looking off to what would have been the left from the entrance of the park. Okay, so you are kind of shooting parallel to the tracks of your own roller coaster.
I don't think she's going to make it. We need to put her out of her misery.
Atop,
I got it.
It's so good.
atop another roller coaster on the other side of the park.
Where's the sniper?
you see a rad bear basically doing the same thing you are up atop the tracks, and you can kind of catch a
The
little
same coaster, just on a different
just
hill.
different coaster,
Yeah,
different roller
coaster.
coaster,
Okay.
different roller coaster, and you can
Like, get off my path.
now
man.
you can faintly see a little bit of movement there. You're guessing they're probably either reloading or actioning the weapon. You're not sure. It's kind of hard to see in the dark, but you definitely see the movement, and you know where the flash. You caught the flash. So
Taking a shot.
okay, so Wayne, here we go. So first of all, let's give you a target for your roll. All right. So
I could probably give you something for the paint. I mean, I
All
don't
right.
know if it affects your
base of 6.
It's
You got the scope, so this is going to only shift you one range out of optimal. So it's long. This is a long ass shot. So 6 plus 3 takes you up to a 9. The person is laying down. That's going to take you up to a 12. There is limited visibility. But you saw the flash, so I'm going to take that to a medium sort of visibility. So your target is a 15.
All right. All right. So 10, 19 minus 2, 17.
Okay.
Nice.
Roll location.
We hit someone, yeah.
Runner.
I'm sorry. Yeah, animal location.
Wayne, you're in the
die.
junior club now.
head,
Oh,
head,
yeah.
head.
Torso.
Okay, 3d6 damage.
Come on. 13.
Okay. You fire. After you fire, you see kind of a moment of thrashing, and then the person goes completely still.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got the pad,
Cover
right?
it.
I did. I'm doing this. Dude, like,
You guys want to hear the worst one?
On your pad,
He just
you get-
smoked out an enemy.
On your pad, you get a 1-1.
So I respond. I respond to them. You guys should get out of there.
Yeah, move. Yeah, change location.
Shut the fuck up! I will finish the job.
If I give
Are you guys saying you're bickering or moving?
moving.
if I
I've already said I'm moving
my-
away.
my-
Are you moving? Okay.
My speed has not been affected.
Okay.
My body has.
Right. You heard it hurts like a bitch.
Yeah.
Dan,
But-
I walk over to her, I grab her by the chest, pick her up, put her on her feet, and then drag her along. Like, come the fuck on!
Chad, when you pick her up, you notice that your arm feels like needles are going through it, but picking her up is actually a little bit easier than it should be. You have a +1 strength.
see, you're gonna be a monster. You're welcome.
I'm gonna rip you in half.
Well, I mean,
I'm gonna
right.
wishbone Poe.
gonna split you like a coconut.
All right, so you
I mean,
guys,
there's plenty of people that hate you. I got people on my side. I think.
so you guys,
Yeah.
I'm going to reposition.
Just a little push from the doctor, and I'm cool.
So Marlene is
One
like
sec, one
a
sec.
slip of a woman.
She's small.
So,
she's
like,
she has a body of 3.
yeah, Gil has a body of 8,
Yeah.
now 9, and the top level's 12. So, I mean, he can push her up, but I mean, he
Right.
practically throws you up and kind of gives you a weird look.
Okay, so actually, top level's
I'm just like,
10 on the human scale.
I literally just bite onto my hand.
Okay, hold on. For
not-
a bit of information here. Are you guys going? I'm going to turn this up, down, left, right, to north, south, east, west to make it easier. Are you guys heading east toward the underpinnings of this roller coaster where there's like some trees and bushes, or are you guys going west to get behind the cinder block bumper car building, or are you going north along the cinder block building toward that sort of like a walking area that has the restaurant?
So, what I do is I pick up Marlene,
Okay.
grab her, and I pull her into cover as close as we can get to Poe, and then I'm looking up at these two. Whichever way they go, I like look at you and point to them, and we shadow them.
So you're following wherever Scott goes.
Yeah.
Okay. So Scott,
I don't know
you
where they're going, but
Now
we're
you're
gonna
you're
shadow.
the highest point on that coaster. Where are you going to go? Are you going to go down the coaster towards the coaster runs? So here's the part. This is the coaster you're on here.
Okay.
The coaster runs east-west along the edge of the park. So are you going to head either east towards the park's perimeter, or you can head west farther in? Now, either way, you're going to have to try and navigate
Still
downhill.
holding on to you, but it doesn't seem
west.
like
Okay.
like a kid moving
So-
him around. It is. He's not even paying attention. It is as if he has forgotten
All right.
that
So
he
Wayne,
has this death grip on your clothes.
strength
Like,
checks
All right.
or body check. So body check. You got 11, that's all you needed.
16.
Okay, so it was an 11, so you're fine. Okay, where are you going exactly? Are you going back down to the ground level? Are you looking for a different hill on the roller coaster?
Different hill on the roller
Okay, now none of them are as tall, so your view will
Right.
be more limited.
Right. But they knew if they could very well have seen where I was at on that hill. So
Okay.
different hill.
So from looking at pictures of this roller coaster, it looks like there is a second hill that's about 2/3 the height of the one you're on.
Okay.
So you're able to go back down, then climb back up that one. So he is roughly staying in place. He's just shifted across the same ride.
Okay, like I said, I have Marlene, and it's like he forgot that he's even holding on to her, and he sees where they go, and then he like starts moving, and then he turns around and he looks at Marlene, and he looks at his fist, and he's like, "Ow!" And then he goes running off.
Shit.
Which direction? I do need to know.
Well, to where they are.
Okay. So you go running off into the trees.
Wait.
He stops.
Okay. This is going to sound crazy,
He's like-
but Emma can access satellites, right?
No.
Emma can.
Sure.
So can we have a real time map of the park from a bird's eye view with little, I don't know, dots or pinpoints that indicate the positions of the paths?
Junior, your pad lights up with text only, black background, kind of dim gray text. You can read it in the dark,
Okay.
but it doesn't. The point is, it doesn't project well.
Right.
And it just says, "I'm sorry, but there's currently no active satellites over this location."
All right.
Nope. No can do.
And I'm assuming Gil hears that in his head.
No,
No.
because she just wrote it on there.
Gotcha.
Because she's not. Yeah. Okay. Well,
She didn't actually transmit that from anything.
the other thing you have to understand, Gil. Oh, Jesus Christ. The only thing you have to understand is that that's the most important part of sleight of hand. You're watching this over here when that's happening up there.
I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. We need to move.
I mean, that's my kill.
Jesus.
Okay, so you guys are relocating along. So Wayne, you picked a new spot.
Yep.
So Gillen and Marlene have just relocated into the trees beneath the ride the
Right.
ride Wayne is on.
Did Poe follow us?
That's what I'm wondering. Oh, so what I need is Poe and Junior. What are you two doing?
Junior's gonna follow
Scott.
where Scott goes
So you're just staying beneath them.
beneath, and then when he settles, I'll wait a tick, kind of look around, and then I don't think you necessarily need me up there with you.
No, I just need to not be stabbed in the back or have a warning if someone's coming up the tracks.
Yeah, you're basically Overwatch for him.
Right.
All right.
So I could theoretically sit on the car housing and just keep an eye out, and then just how would I alert you though? I could shoot at you.
You got a pad? I've got a pad.
Oh yeah, I could tell you about that. Yeah, like eyes left.
More real game action.
Give me 2d6 plus agility.
Oh shit!
You accidentally punch yourself in the nuts.
Oh, I thought you were okay. So, what is the total there?
17.
Okay. Thank you. Audience, hang around. If this doesn't come out, there's going to be a lot of post-game, real game note reading. Thank you, Brodar.
What's the Men in Black guy? The Balchinians or something? You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
So, all right. So, Poe, what are you doing?
So I'm actually. You guys are like in
Under
self-cover, right?
Yeah, well, behind a tree, I guess.
I'm keeping an eye out on the perimeter. Like I'm trying to sneak around just to make sure that nothing's coming up on us.
Okay.
So I'll go a little bit far ahead, but I am trying to stay within cover.
Okay. So, hang on a second. Let me see what they are doing.
Arlene, are you okay to continue?
5 by 5. I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I'm good. I'm just. Ooh, do you have anything for the pain?
Am I still near you when you say that?
I don't know. Did you come over to the tree?
I was gonna give you some anyway, so yeah.
Okay.
Here, I'll tell you what. This was after you got shot. Actually, I was going
Yeah,
to give you something.
this is the real Gabe rolling for pills.
Right.
Accident time.
So okay, so
17. So I grab you a pink. I give you something that I think is not going to make you drowsy,
Okay.
but it's definitely going to be kind of strong. I don't know if it's going to change any of your
Right.
stuff.
Well, I don't know either. I mean, so for purely mechanical purposes, for the listening audience, the perception hit is not bad. My base perception's 8, so dropping down to a 7 doesn't kill me. But my base body is a 3, and my body is now a 1.
Well, maybe this even
fucked.
affects your perception some.
Yeah.
Because it's a strong.
Sure. That's totally up to Dan. I just was so. I mean, I'm cognizant. I'm aware. I'm not in shock or anything. But fuck, I'm in pain.
okay, so Berta, what we'll do with that is give yourself a +1. So give yourself back temporarily 1 point of body
Okay.
from the drug.
Sure.
But you lose a point of perception.
Sure.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like a give take.
Yeah.
All right.
Which to increase my body, by that amount, I'm in.
Okay.
That percentage, I should say.
So I have just checked to see how if at all, they shifted. I'm trying to keep this random because obviously I have unfair knowledge. So so I guess Broders, he walked off to go to the bathroom, so I real quick explain.
He's playing the real game.
Yeah, I explained real quick how I'm doing this. So for the people at home, what I did was, as I said, I printed off a real map of a park. And if you want to look this up, this is the Kennywood 120th anniversary map for, I don't know where this is located, but this is a real theme park.
That was going to
Do you
be
have
one of my
stuff marked
questions
on this, or can I
afterwards.
see it?
That's not one I know.
I do have some.
Okay, never
Well,
mind.
I can let you see it as long as you don't look at here. As long as you don't look at the bottom when we upfold the
Where
bottom.
is this place?
I literally don't know.
It's called Kennywood.
Yeah, Kennywood, KENNYWOOD, one word. Kennywood, this is their 120th anniversary map. I have no idea where this is located.
At first, I thought it was like on an island, but it's not. This is just where the map just kind of.
Yeah, that's just the edges of the map.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
So I guess
basing the
we're
amusement.
here.
You guys are
Over in this one?
no, you guys are under this right here in the lower right.
Okay.
The merry-go-round, it's in the dead center. I think it's number whatever my pencil's behind. That's the merry-go-round.
Pittsburgh.
Then Pittsburgh. Okay.
Let's go this way, I guess.
Around? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
Stay on the perimeter.
Yep.
I'd say.
So, all right. Well, what I did was I basically wrote out the compass directions 1 through 8. So 1 is north, 2 is northeast, 3 is east, all the way through 8 is northwest. Every turn, I roll a d12. If I roll a 9 through 12, they stay in place. If I roll a 1 through 8, that's the direction they migrate. So I am randomly tracking the Rad Bear's movements.
I would have thought there'd be something there just from hearing the sounds.
Oh, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I will not have them do anything completely stupid.
Okay.
But I'm trying to at least use a random baseline to make sure I'm not screwing you guys. Now,
I was telling Shannon about the game.
if I do
Yeah,
something
that's
really,
Rad Bears,
and some of this is I'm just kind of
Just like-
intuiting. Like 2 of them may be kind of distant, but they're close to each other, so they're covering each other.
Okay.
And so it's kind of like a trap, or whatever. Okay, so everyone, go ahead and give me perception. Wayne, you get the 3d6 best die bonus. So see if you guys happen to notice against all odds where one of them is hidden.
15.
11.
15,
14.
10.
Okay, so this is going to be nose across the board.
Damn.
And I'll check to see if they happen to notice any of you. Well, no shots get made, so you'll soon not. Or the rest of them just don't have guns. One of the two.
How many are left?
Oh yeah.
It's 5 versus 5, so there's 4 of them left.
Oh,
I was sort of stealthing ahead.
so we're 1-1 now.
You're 1-1, and the teams, you're also one man up on them because you made an illegal kill.
Right.
So there's 4 of them in here, there's 1 of you in here. Or, let's try that again. 1 more of you in here. 5 of you in here, 6 if you count Emma, which they don't know about, and they're not counting.
But really, Marley's like half a person now after the injury. And
So, okay. All right. Scott's on top of the ride. The other 4 of you are hiding in the soft cover beneath it.
All right, we gotta move now. We gotta actually do the plan. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, no, I've got this.
Is she okay?
No.
Okay, we're gonna do the plan then.
I got it.
All right. Why don't you stay here?
No,
I really think you should.
I really think I'm okay.
Breathe deep for me. That right there, broken rib. Does it hurt when I do this? I push. I'm gonna kill both you fuckers.
Yeah,
All right, so
I can still move. I can still run. I can still see. I can still throw.
It's true. Ribs aren't gonna be that bad. They're pretty
Sum it
bad.
up. I feel a shit ton better than I feel a lot better now that whatever the doctor gave me is kicking in.
okay, watch our back. Shadow us.
Who's the best?
right.
Who's the best at sneaking?
I think we're both pretty good.
So
I'm dressed up as a giant bear.
Yeah, agility 9, speed 8.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. When you guys move out, take my fake Geiger counter that always is active. I'm saying it's
Put it somewhere.
There's rads. Put it somewhere within his field of fire.
So we can see.
So then somebody's attracted to the sound of it going.
Yeah. I'd say she's better than her speed's way better.
And I'll let you know where it's being put.
All right, so I'm going to take a thing that makes noise.
Yes.
Turn it on, drop it, and then run.
Don't turn it on now.
Or turn around and throw it.
But somewhere where like I'll look at the say put it right over there.
Right.
That way when he can scan that area and we can keep watch. If somebody goes to investigate the sound,
Okay.
it'll.
All right. So our plan is to, the three of us, kind of go to the south and along the boundary edge and we want to stay under his overwatch, Scotty's overwatch,
Okay.
as we do this.
Okay, so you guys are going out toward the edge of the park,
Yeah.
which is where the intended entrance of the park is, the way I'm reading this map. And so there's a street that goes, street's a walking path, but it was at least once paved, that goes north up into the park along a row of little like shops and gift shops and places you could have bought sunscreen or motion sickness pills or whatever. A few little like picnic grounds. Just think any amusement park. You're in the little row of cultural and shopping buildings or whatever.
Right. Okay. Let's go.
Now you do have.
And Gil takes out another bullet, pops in his mouth, and swallows it.
What are you
Then
doing?
moves out.
Shut up. You better start pooping guns here soon. What are you talking about? What the fuck you swallow bullets for? We gotta go.
All right. So where you guys are at is you're up against these buildings. You're close to the edge of the park, but not on it. There are woods to the east of you. The buildings you're up against are to the west. The bulk of the park is to the west. All that's to the east is just a little bit of a wooded area. So it is possible Rad Bear's hiding in there, but statistically, it's not likely. So as they're making their way up the road, so that covers 3 of you. Who's the 4th? Oh, you're staying with...
Yeah, I'm staying.
So, Junior, you're staying with Scott.
Then
Right.
he's guarding Scott.
Okay.
Right. I'm on top of the car.
The
housing.
bumper car thing.
Okay.
Well, not the bumper car. Where the
Roller coaster.
roller coaster
Oh,
car
okay.
comes out of
Roller
the
coaster
house.
car.
I'm
Okay.
laying on top of there, and I'm just kind of scanning around, and
Gotcha.
I'm also watching where Marlene dropped my Geiger counter.
Well,
a
where do
really
you
good
drop the
placement.
Geiger counter?
Well, that's an excellent question. I mean, we wanted to drop it someplace in that field of vision. So, and I'm assuming, I guess my concern is that is Scotty Double V going to be able to see it?
All right, so I'm going to show you the map here. So here's a roller coaster that you guys are moving around. Mm-hmm. You think you could put it in his line of vision if you either went towards the little kind of food area here
Right.
to the northwest.
By
You
the
could drop it.
restrooms and concession?
Yeah, you drop it there.
Okay.
That's an open spot. You could go up this way towards the picnic grounds, drop it there. Or you could also head up kind of northeast to the opposite side of the shops from there where they are, drop it there. He could easily see any of those. Now, I already know where the Rad Bears are, so
So, That is where we're most likely to
Or
have,
if you want, you try to go deeper into the park to drop it.
that's where we're most likely going to
And
have
that's,
cover.
That's the buried ground.
Right. That's where we're most likely going to have cover.
Okay.
I think it's probably also the most likely area where they're going to be hiding. So let's go there.
Okay, so you're going to run up to, there's a sort of a picnic area. It's like kind of what might have once upon a time been a little hedge maze sort of thing. Not exactly, but
Rapey.
yeah, that's welcome to Rape Land, USA. That's
Look, hedge. A lot of rapes happen in hedge mazes. That's I didn't go to college, but
They do have a Thomas the Tank Engine thing.
Yeah.
in there.
Well, no, great pederasses.
See, you get it.
Chad, I'm going to bring a water gun. And every time he says something we don't want on the recording, I'm just going to squirt it. Yeah. Like a cat.
like a bad kitty.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I didn't say anything like vile.
Moving on. All right, so Marlene, you run out, drop the Geiger counter, turn it on,
Yeah.
and then run back.
I wish there was a way to light it.
It probably has some sort of
Oh yeah, it has a backlight.
Okay.
I mean, it's not bright, but it does have a backlight.
lay it like screen face down, so that way when whoever turns it over,
It illuminates stronger. Sure.
Okay, so you drop the Geiger counter there. Brad Bear intelligence time. Do they know what a Geiger counter is?
I'm also going to leave. Well, here. That's too lame.
We're gonna leave a poop by it.
No.
Poop underneath it, so when he lives in it.
These guys.
Could have put it in a building with a bomb.
Stink fingered it.
Okay, so I just rolled intelligence to see which, if any, of the Rad Bears actually even know what a Geiger counter is, and therefore are likely or not to be drawn by the noise. So, all right, because they're not stupid, but it's not their realm of experience. All right, so let's go ahead and handle the Rad Bears shifting around.
So if nothing else, it's a sound, and they know somebody did something to cause the sound.
Oh yes,
That's kind
But-
of the intention.
traps and counter traps and ambushes. I mean, that is kind of their wheelhouse. So, actually moving here. Let's see, this dude up from here. That's actually going to make your life harder. This dude does that. This dude who was what was that, Mark? Ah, there. Okay. I think it's time for Fuego.
Get you by the boo boo.
Oh, well, now I'm really interested.
Okay, so here we go. The Rad Bears have relocated. We'll do perception and counter perception. See if anyone sees anyone. And I'm not even telling you if it's possible for you guys to see each other. I'm just going to roll this to keep double blind.
17.
No.
13.
Those are zippy.
Let's see.
15.
It's 5, 13 minus 2, 11.
Okay. You guys not seeing one, no shots ring out.
Wow.
Go for stealthy.
All right.
Now I'm wondering what the target was for a 17.
They're zippy. I like them. They're Fuego.
Fuego? I've had it before.
Fuego.
No.
Fuego.
They burn in and burn
That's
out.
the name of my next character. Fuego.
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 Tommy Fuego.
No, Fuego Rodriguez.
For Fuego, they go. All right, so you guys have reached. So there's this loop here on the road. You guys have reached the northern edge of these shops, and then it kind of comes back down into a road that kind of winds its way toward the rides and the main part of the park. All right, so Scott, you are still atop that hill.
Yep.
You don't see anyone at the moment, and you have not been shot. So,
I'm staying very still.
okay, so here we go. Scott, you're holding Poe. Same thing. Holding. Not Poe. Junior.
Yeah.
Holding.
I'm holding. I'm just looking through the binoculars.
Now I'm addicted.
They're good, aren't they?
And once you stop, then it's a zap.
Okay. Marlene, Gil, and Poe, what are you guys doing?
Continuing on, just
All right, you can either head
sweeping through.
north into the woods. That is still part of the park. Will allow you to continue to scout the edge of the park. You can head west, which will put you underneath the middle roller coaster. On the right side, there's three. One to the south, one middle, one north. Put you under the middle roller coaster. Which one you could attempt to climb. It will give you a vantage point. It's not as tall as the one Wayne's on. It will give you a vantage point. Or you can push southwest and keep following the road and kind of loop back around down toward the rest of the shops and actually give you a sort of a wide arc around where the Geiger counters dropped if anyone is chasing it.
Let's check out the roller coaster to see if they have a vantage point up there. Was that the one where one guy
big
was
one?
shot?
No, that was off to the lower left of the park, southwest of the park. This is center east.
All right.
So Wayne's here, southeast. You guys have gone up to center east. The guy Wayne shot was on the far part of the park here, southwest.
It's a whole shot.
Yeah, I still want to. We're going to sweep through the roller coaster, check see if they have any vantage point up there, and I want to keep in mind I always, as much as possible, want to be under Scotty's gun.
All right.
We're basically just keeping mindful of what
Yeah.
you can see.
Yeah, if I feel that we're moving out from under his gun, then
So where you are right now, I don't know, never been to this park, but just going by the map, looks to me like a kiddie coaster.
Okay.
So basically, just kind of, it's a tight loop with one relatively gentle hill, and other than that, it's basically the gentle hill goes down straight away, does one tight turn straight away, tight turn back up to that one hill. So it's not nearly as tall as the one he's on. But the good news is it's a very sturdy construction, looks to be in pretty damn good shape. And if you attempted to climb it, even if it did fall apart, you're not going to fall as far as he would.
Silver line.
well, I don't think do we really need to climb it. I feel that just makes us a target.
No, I'm just.
No, I'm talking to these two.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think so.
All right.
It would just expose us. We could get shot on the way up.
Dan, I'm looking for. I'm actually not looking for rad bears at this point. I'm looking for signs of their presence. I'm looking for possible traps they've laid, empty food containers, places where the leaves have been brushed away because they were sitting down.
Okay. When we get to the perception check, instead of, if you roll well, instead of them, you will see signs of them.
Okay.
So you'll get a sense that if they came through here, where they might be now.
Right.
Okay. So, anybody else doing anything in this set of moves? If not, we will go to the next set of moves.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. We're going to relocate the rad bears, and we're going to do our across the board rolls. So
That's a music box.
You can type it straight in.
that would be a really fucking bad idea right now. I'm just going to put that out there.
LSD lollipops.
Hey.
What?
I
I made my own LSD lollipops.
I have a
I was going to
meeting,
give them to patients I didn't like.
I have a meeting for it.
Oh, I gave him to one.
Cover him, but has headphones.
We didn't have too many opportunities to fuck with patients. There's a guy that shit himself in the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, he shit himself. It was just a completely random act of God.
I mean, people should.
Yeah, I had nothing to do with that.
That happens.
He was just trying to do his own version of a Jackass video and just shit himself in the street.
Like
The guy was already dying, and he was obviously super dehydrated, and then he gave him like massive diarrhea.
Okay, I'm starting to see just by pure coincidence a plan forming here that I think I may start doing. All right, so here we go. Their check to notice you, and I'm going to give a margin for them to notice the Geiger counter.
don't think that color red is legal in the U.S.
It's really intimidating, isn't it?
It is.
I'm gonna shit when I get home. I'm gonna think I have my period.
Jesus Christ.
Wayne, this is going to be tight enough. Can you please give me a 3d6 best 2 plus smarts for your hiding?
Alright.
Or your modified agility if you prefer, I guess. Smarts makes more sense, but I'll give you the option.
Alright, well, we better for agility, so I'm going to do that. 16.
Okay. Let's see. So let's Gil Junior. I need to start
Dudley Fuego. Dudley Fuego.
tracking this stuff. All right, so here we go. Poe, do you have anything that would help or hurt hiding? Now, you will have the bonus of darkness and terrain, but do you have anything as a character?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay, so give me a 2d6 plus smarts.
Smarts?
Yep. Just trying to pick a good hiding spot.
16.
Okay. Gil, same thing.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay. Junior.
That is a 13.
I better hit Fuego for
Arlene.
So, I thought the plan was me to draw their attention. Right?
So are you by the Geiger counter? Or you set a firework?
Oh,
What
no.
do you- What are you doing?
If we're near the Geiger counter, then I'll definitely lie.
Well,
I was under the impression that we were kind of stalking around.
no.
trying
So
to
what
stay.
happened was, this is going to be real good for the people listening. But okay, so you guys came in this way along the south of this roller coaster.
Geiger counter.
Went north up and around the
Got it.
shops.
And then are
and
doubling
now
back.
you have cut west.
Got it.
So you've made a C shape or
Got it.
reverse C.
Okay.
And you're now under this roller coaster. The Geiger counter's to the south, past a few buildings,
Okay.
and that little picnic area.
Got it.
So-
All right, high check it is. All right, and that is you said smarts.
Yes, and I'll let you use your magician thing because you're trying to make yourself disappear. By the way, the cigarette won't fucking help.
14.
You smoke that thing in?
These are really good.
We walked all that way. I can't imagine that I still have cigarette at this point. But
Well, I'm hoping not, unless you relit one.
no, I did not. I have
Or decided you're going to switch from Marlboros to road
Might
flares.
be a bunch.
I have a second cigarette in my ear if necessary.
Okay, let me do a PSA here to anyone at home. A cigarette is literally never necessary. I'm just going to put that out there.
As an ex-smoker who still has dreams about smoking cigarettes, I'm gonna disagree.
I give you some Nicorette.
A very quiet patch.
No, I put a patch on her before I...
You just mix up. You give her a laxative.
Shit, nicotine.
All right, so here we go. Now, your guys' chances to check
Bile.
to see them before you make your moves. Chad, let's handle you first, just so I don't forget that you're doing this one differently. And let's see how well they moved through the area to begin with. Okay. So,
12.
okay. Looking around, now it's dark, so that's not helping. You're also not a trained tracker, but looking around, you definitely do see disturbances in the leaves, and they seem to go west from here, preferring the north side of the open paths. So if you're following the tracks right, and I did roll to see how well they hit their tracks and such, you don't think they went into the woods. You think they actually went west of here and possibly a bit northward toward the backside of the park.
Okay.
Okay, so that's your best estimation. So now everyone that's looking for rad bears themselves, give me your 2d6, or in Wayne's case, 3d6 plus perception.
15 minus 2, so 13. That ain't gonna do it.
14.
12.
Okay. So now your guys' moves.
I pull these two into a huddle, and I'm like, I kind of point out what I'm seeing. Well, I'm no tracker, but I think they went west. I did watch a lot of Little House, so.
So you're a tracker.
Right.
Yeah, don't be so
Hey.
modest.
Honestly, all of our stuff should be maxed out because Little House was. It's like a survival guide.
Yeah, they covered everything.
Yeah, if there's ever a Skies of Glass video game, like one of the books you're going to find that's going to give you some insane, like broken character, like a free level or something. I don't even know what. There's no levels in Skies of Glass. Is going to be Little House, the full complete Little House on the Prairie series.
There'll be at least 3 books in the game. One of them will be Wicked River, one of them will be that, and the other will be Why is my dog smarter than my daddy?
My dog is smarter than my dad. Yes. One of them will give you the ability to whisper GCs. One of them will give you massive bonuses on the river. One will give you massive bonuses on land. And if you find Lady Chatterley's lover,
Oh my god, you are all in.
massive social bonuses.
Yes.
That's how we're going to handle this. Is all the attributes are going to have like or situations are going to have like a related book. All right, so
When you write this game, you're going to go in the back, you're going to put Skies of Glass was inspired by Wicked River, Lady Chatterley's lover, Little House on the Prairie. People are like, what the fuck?
What do these have anything to do with this?
Brodor's drug use.
God, I love drugs.
Okay, hippie.
All right,
Let's go.
so
I don't like people.
all right, so let's take
The two
this,
hippies.
so let's take this one at a time. Scott, we've already done your check to see if you see them. You do not. Are you moving from your current location?
No.
No.
My last shot.
Poe, he does not move. Do you move? I keep calling you Poe. Junior, he did not move. Do you move?
I do not move.
Yeah, thank you.
Why? I
I
don't
don't know
know.
why he called him Poe. Because I'm always pointing at Eric. I'm not pointing at Brandon Junior. So you do not move. Okay. So Marlene, Gil, Poe.
I say we start heading west. Not like that.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, I think we should go that
Do you? Is it?
Sneaking.
Do you,
way. I hate bars.
All right. So you guys continue west along the edge of the kiddie coaster.
I want to be on. I mean, obviously, my perception is impaired at the moment, but I am certainly behaving in a fashion of paranoia because if we found these tracks, I can't help but think that we found them on purpose.
Right. I was thinking the same thing. I tell you what, why don't we split up a little? Like, 'cause it's a road, and then I'll go down the road, not John Wayne style. He's a cowboy.
Okay, so let me.
And
I mean, I know this is kind of a small map. How well can you guys see this from here?
not all.
Okay, great.
I'll take your word for it.
So
I just agree.
I'll try to show you here. Okay, so you guys just came around here at the base of this kiddie coaster here, right? So if you look, so this is where you came from. So you went up around like this. You're at the base of this kiddie coaster. Now you have now hit at the edge of this is a road. This opens up to that plaza right there that has that sling ride.
Right.
Okay. If you go up this way, this is a row of carnival games with a ticket booth. Not a ticket booth like taking ticket, but like, when you're bare, long looted and trash. Could be hiding people. If not, you could hide there. Or you can head back south along, I think that's actually more carnival games. Another set of carnival games that are just to the south side and along whatever the heck. What is.
If I see any carnies, I'm shooting them.
No. It's not.
Red bears are all carnies.
Oh my god.
I guess in a way they are. So,
Small hands smell like cabbage.
so what is 4? The
Forest kangaroo.
kangaroo.
Love
Okay.
electric guitar.
So you guys, it's more kid rides, like little scrambler type rides and such. So,
There's still vomit there.
so
I was going to say, I stop and smell the seats.
all right. So for you two, let me repeat that.
Oh my god!
So you guys came out at you guys are walking along the
Can't even
base
focus.
Sorry.
of this.
Sorry,
is the
buddy.
kiddie coaster right there? Am I looking at this? Because I'm reading upside down. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay, that's the kiddie coaster. So you can see there's a building here with some carnival games, some more little kind of kiddie rides like little scrambler type rides and such here. Or there's a row of like game booths, like carnival game booths going up here.
and his partner. We can
Let me turn the map around so I can tell you what this is.
Probably one of those,
Is it a diving thing?
yeah, those flying cable things.
You're talking about that big kind of arch sort of
thing, yeah.
thing. It is. That's the like Superman sort of
Right,
ride.
right.
So yeah,
During Rad Bears up there? So it's got to be the highest thing in the park.
they are hiding as well. They are attempting to hide. So we'll get to that on the next set of reception checks. So if there are, you've not seen them. Maybe
right.
they are, maybe they aren't. But you've not seen any there.
So why don't I skulk down the street and
Okay.
then you two are back and to the side?
Yeah. So who's going which direction?
You have a gun.
Yeah.
Dr. Poe has a gun.
Do you want a gun?
No, I don't have a gun. My point is
You want a
that
gun?
wouldn't I be better bait?
I'm not going to stop you from being bait. But I think it's a terrible idea.
Nothing.
Don't look at me with those come hither eyes. You got holes in you.
All right. Let's do it your way.
All right. So who's going where?
So I'm going down the street.
So like straight west.
I don't know. Where I think that the direction that the Rad Bears went, which I believe you said was west? I don't
Yes.
remember.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
correct.
Okay. So I'm going west, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not walking John Wayne style. I'm, skulking.
Okay, there's less cover straight west, but you can still find cover.
Right. And then these two are lagging behind me a little bit to see if I draw anything out
Okay.
or to see if they can get the drop on anything.
Oh, actually, the flat area around that ride, there's a pier where you would board that ride. What's around it? I'm sorry, it's not an opening. That actually looks like it used to be a lake for doing paddle boats. Now dried out, drained, whatever. So it's just kind of a big pit. But that's what's actually there. But there is enough stuff still that, Chad, you'd at least keep some cover.
Okay.
All right, so you're going straight west. So what I need to know now is where is Marlene and Dr. Poe going?
Well, I don't want to lose sight of him, right?
Yeah.
So we want to basically hang back, maybe be on opposite sides.
ends,
Yeah,
yeah.
not opposite sides. So we're sort of like we're forming a triangle,
Right.
right? Or you are at the spearhead and we're kind of off back and to the right and left, respectively.
Okay, so which one of you is going toward the carnival games to the north?
Me,
Okay, so
Marlene.
So Marlene's to the north, so we have Gil to the west,
Hot action.
Marlene to the
strong and
north,
proud.
and that
Yeah.
puts
That's me, Marlene.
The one with totally no penis.
I wish my voice was that deep.
Of course I don't have a penis. Why would you say that?
Yeah.
But I have gigantic nuts.
They came out of this bag.
Yeah.
How dare you question my femininity?
I almost said something.
I wonder how much volume the pads have on them.
I think you've actually said plenty, son. I don't
I can have words come out of it.
No.
Are we have to make an actual playlist? I mean, there's a
No,
lot of binary.
damn it. No, while Dan's calculating this, I was talking to my boss the other day, and I'm going to try to talk fast to be quick. So I said to my boss the other day, I was ripping on something and just tearing into it. And my boss is like, God, you don't hold back, do you? And I was like, no, Stu, that's the problem. All I do is hold back.
That's my secret.
Yeah.
I'm always holding back.
I'm always holding
I'm always dirty. Only some of it just overfills and slips out.
Yeah. like when we were talking about hummus earlier, I had this whole bukkake like scenario of hummus. I didn't want to get into it.
Well, you might as well now. Now I'm interested.
Gives a whole new meaning to
Whatever.
chickpeas.
Yeah.
Topics to avoid. Rape,
Pederast.
bukkake.
Rape, bukkake, hummus.
Hummus on there.
Maybe that's why I don't like it.
Okay. So,
It's too salty.
all right. Yeah.
What was the last one?
Things Broder's not allowed to talk about. We're not reading that list.
Yeah.
Second, let's add a. You guys keep going. I'm good.
All right. So, you guys give me your perception checks.
I'm still looking for signs.
Oh, and by the way, Chad, you are starting to get
16.
toward the carousel.
Okay.
That is calculating for my injuries.
Wow. Hey.
15.
17.
I also got a 16.
14.
Okay, everyone hold on to those rolls. These are starting to get close.
Ooh, hey.
Like close.
Yeah.
Don't touch me.
But Gil,
We're not in prison anymore, Junior.
But you're so goddamn manly.
it's so cold up here. That lake effect.
Lake effect.
Okay.
We're going to Florida right fucking now, Junior.
The lake effect.
So, all right, here we go. All right. Where you guys are at? Let me explain. So, Wayne, you're still at the second highest loop on, or the hill on that first roller coaster. You actually do over these buildings and kind of down that street have an on and off view of Gil, Dr. Poe, and Marlene. Marlene and Gil in particular.
Okay.
Okay, so you can kind of see what's going on with them, and you can see toward that drained lake and all that area there. Okay, and you can also still southwest of that see the carousel because it's still lit up and still going around and around. All right, so within this moment, a bunch of shit happens. All right, first of all, 2 rad bears that were hiding into that drained lake are making a run at you guys. Both parties see each other. It's going to be fair initiative. Nobody's surprising anyone. Let me track the other 2. Oh, I did not move them.
They're making out.
No, one of them isn't.
Finally, we're alone.
In this dry lake.
I just can't quit you, other rat bear.
I've always loved you, other rad bear.
We took a dip in the lake. It's all dried up. Yeah.
It's now the sex pit.
It ain't about sex, it's about love.
It's not about sex.
Broke Bear Lake.
All right, so
Bareback lake.
here we go. Everyone give me notes involve all of you except Junior. Junior, you're too far away.
Okay.
Because where you're at, you would not have a view of this because you're not high enough.
Okay, buddy.
No, Charlie, he grumbles like that.
Okay.
So
Are you two gonna get him spun up?
No, I'm just ooching him.
I'm just gooching.
Oh, ooching.
Oh.
Yeah, ooching him.
That, I don't know if that sounds
It
better.
sounded like gooching, but gooching, yeah, I don't know.
wow, they're going together. Okay.
We told you they're going together.
Yeah, we
man.
already
We don't
accomplished
judge
that.
No,
them.
this is a different setup.
Only Marlene
Oh,
judges them.
2d6 plus speed.
That's true.
That's
Oh,
very
2d6 plus speed.
hurtful.
Will? 12.
Gil, 2d6 plus speed.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Junior, or no, not Junior. You get skipped. Junior, I'm still gonna get you in the order just in case. So
Okay.
2d6 plus speed,
All right.
even though you're not gonna be able to do much.
That is 12.
Good lord, you guys love that number. Scott?
Very average.
We're a team.
9.
Wow. Marlene?
Remember, my speed's at a -2 right now.
I know.
Or my speed's at
17.
Nice.
Okay. Marlene, you go
Glad you
first.
don't have a gun.
I throw a knife at my nearest target.
Okay, so Marlene.
target's kill.
All right.
I stand by my statement.
I know what I said.
2 rad bears jump out. One is swinging a little bit to the north towards you. He has a dead man's gun. Post-war build. This time it's going to use its full damage. So this is a post-war blunderbuss.
Right.
The one to the down from there is running balls out straight at Gil with a wicked-looking sort of hooked knife thing.
But his balls are out.
So, all right. So, Marlene, which one are you going after? The dead man?
The dead man's gun for sure. I have two questions. One, if I want to affect this roll with a bullet, I do it now. And two, what is a called shot to his head?
Okay, hold on. Let me give you the target numbers. So let's start with the target numbers and then work backward. So,
Because I'm going to throw this knife, fucking ninja style, into this dude's brain pan.
I'm putting prayers on it.
Yeah.
all right. So target base of 6.
Right.
Okay. So he is within your optimal range because he is coming straight at you.
Right.
So nothing for that. +3 for poor lighting. They will have the same thing.
So did they saw all of us or just Gil? Because we were in cover, right?
Yeah, they were behind
Well,
me.
so
behind him.
The question is that we don't know what their perceptions were in terms of us. Yeah, we were basically trying to be on flanks of him, sort of
Right.
toward the back, but I don't know if they saw me or not.
Yeah.
There's also herd and other things. Now, I will put it to you this way: the person who is farthest from them, Poe, and has the best cover from them, neither of the two are running at you.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so he can see that they're coming.
Right.
Correct. They actually have open line of sight to these two. All right, so hold on. So back to this. So poor lighting is 9.
Right.
Targets running is 12.
Right. I want to hit him in his head.
Or you're kind of crouching and moving along, so that doesn't shift anything either way. And you're going to make an aim shot for his head.
That is my plan.
That's an 18.
All right.
So a bull will get you an extra d6. So what you can do is 3d6, pick the best 2, and then we'll just go back and you'll get a third die.
Oh.
Or if you want, you can just roll 3 dice and keep these. I don't know. I haven't. It doesn't matter. Just declare it before you do it. I roll 3 dice and keep all 3.
Three keep. Yeah.
3 keep.
Yeah,
All right, so
3
3
keep.
And this is plus your agility.
That is, all right, so that is 10, 12, 21. Woo!
Okay, that's not a critical hit,
Right.
But it is. You do make your called shot. So 2d6 damage. 2d6 damage to his head.
It's a nice knife, Mr. Burton. 2d6 to his nugget.
Yep. If you have another bullet, you
All
can make that 3d6. Okay.
Good man.
Now, is there bonus damage for head, or how does that? Oh, because it would be
It's the
wound
fucking
levels.
head.
Wound levels to
What do you
the
want?
So 3d6 to the head, straight 3d6. Is that correct?
Yes.
12.
You put it straight through front of his forehead. He goes down.
Yes.
Hold on a second. Gotta take my 2 selfie. Don't worry, you get an assist. The game,
I scored
the really
that
creepy
wrong
part
way.
is I patted him on the inside of his knee.
That's not creepy. You're making it creepy.
Score is now 2-1. Your favor. All right. So they go next. There's only one of them though.
Yeah, he goes next. Grr.
All right. Gil, this guy jumps to you. Now, brawling's your thing, right? So
Cracking
you
heads is my reliability.
3d6 plus 2, or 3d6 best 2, excuse me.
What's he have now? Like weapon wise?
It's a long knife with a curved end. So it's kind of like a knife that it's like a short sword that ends into like a hook point.
Was it like a
I
shotel?
forget what they're
do they call it?
called, but
Was it like a shotel or something?
something like that. It's like it's not a straight blade, but it's not
Here,
quite a
other
sickle.
red bear. Here's a club with nails. Oh no, this red bear uses a shortel.
I use a Bechdel Corvette.
Only my master would approve.
Sort of like that?
More
Like straightened from
the left side there. So it's closer to that one, that picture there.
Okay.
My reliability is cracking heads.
Your reliability's what's your
Presence is my competence.
Oh, so
Which
you're-
we never use.
yeah.
By the way.
I know.
What
Can
are
I
we called?
switch those two?
The flaming tigers?
I'll allow it because you're right.
Sharks.
Flaming sharks?
Because I've not really. I
I was
think it would have
actually
gotten.
going to-
This is not a terribly social game,
Right.
but
right.
because it's not being used, I think in the other game, in the
Oh,
other
yeah.
campaign,
Oh, yeah.
you'd have gotten a lot of mileage out of presence.
Right.
So all right. So both of you on 3d6, you may pick your body or agility.
Hey.
We're gonna go body.
Gracious, you're definitely got the upper hand here.
I got 19.
You definitely beat him. Okay, so Gil, do you have a melee weapon?
I have a couple.
Okay.
I have my breaching tool, which does 3d6.
You may use it on him. Go ahead and
I shall apply the breaching tool to him. I got one.
okay.
Breach his melon.
Roll location and damage, please.
I'll breach his skull.
Target.
Oh,
Your choice. Dealer's pick.
Breach his skull.
rip his leg off! Rip his leg off!
Can I just come up
Sweep the knee, Johnny.
like get him between the legs and just zipper him up?
You're gonna rip him through his dick?
That's
Well, no, not just. I'm not stopping
Not
at his
cool,
dick.
bro, not
I'm not
cool,
stopping
dude.
at his dick. I'm just gonna keep.
You're just gonna A-frame him like an upside down V.
Right.
Just
I mean, it's horrific, but yes.
Is it any worse than anything this guy has ever done?
Oh no! I'm not. Look, I'm not telling you this isn't that kind
No
of
one's
game.
judging you.
Because it's absolutely that kind of game.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, so
And I want to disembowel him.
Oh, yeah, you
and
get
just
that.
a spark of blood,
okay,
gore, and
so yeah,
intestines.
you
go
don't
up.
quite get the full. Like you don't split them in half.
Right.
But as you come up, yeah, you do crack them. You come up through basically through the pelvis, or at least along the soft tissue there. You hook the intestines. You catch the descending aorta, and when you come out, yeah, there is a spray of blood and intestines. It is ridiculously, absurdly gory,
And he's not dead. He's not fighting anymore.
Oh, no,
he's
no.
just screaming.
he's quite dead.
Well, I want him to die in a minute. Just screaming.
Oh well, he will do that.
Yeah,
yes.
well, there we go.
No, he's
Stabilizing poo.
I'm stabilizing.
Zip him back up. We're gonna go for take 2.
The screen's important so his buddies can
With his abdomen just fucking ripped up from his dick, and I just I'm gonna make sure he lives through this.
Use a small intestine as a tourniquet.
You look over at
But at
Marlene.
what
This
cost?
gore and ichor is dripping down my bare outfit, and I've got an intestine on my shoulder. I just go.
You won, but at what cost? Lowering yourself to hitting a guy in the dick.
Whatever.
I know, right?
Not cool, bro.
Not cool.
all right.
Shit, I think I might go crazy. I just got real game.
So, all right. So,
Oh, fuck yeah.
all right. So, Chad, you definitely dropped this guy. He is fuck with a capital PH.
Yeah.
So yeah, you tear his undersides out. And yeah, he does scream very briefly as long as he can maintain pressure. Now that you've broken the area around the diaphragm, and then goes down, makes some hideous noises, and yeah, you're a mess. You know, so there's blood and intestines, and yeah, it's a great big. It's kind of funny when I was thinking about this game. I was starting to work out all of. I'll tell you after the game. We'll do post game. I'll tell you about. Remind me to tell you about planning this game. So okay, so
You see Gil go like this. I mean, he's just covered in gore, and then he licks his lips.
Ugh.
Like he's not like, yeah, but he just like, as if he's not even thinking about it. He just licks his lips. at
So
gore.
I'm going to check my surroundings real quick, make sure that there aren't others, that there's no one else coming.
we've already done the perception check. None that you see.
All right, great. Then I'm going to go to the one that I felled, and if I can, I may not have the strength to do so, but I'm going to try to remove my knife from his head, and then just do a quick search and see
You
if
can
there-
wiggle it out. Yeah.
All right, I just do a quick search and see if there's anything else, anything else of functional value besides the blunderbuss, besides the dead man's.
These guys were traveling very light.
Right.
Both of them do have makeshift knives.
Right.
Okay, not counting the sort of wicked sword thing that one dude had. And then the one guy has the dead man's gun plus
Right.
a couple of extra loads for it.
Take his sweet sword.
I mean, do either of you want this gun?
No, I mean we're under cover, right? I don't search my guy.
Not great cover, no. It's
I'm like,
'cause, yeah,
I don't
they
know.
kind of
We
drew
got
you out
moved.
into the open.
Well, we don't want this gun to fall into the hands of we don't want somebody else to circle back and scavenge him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we do with this gun? Can you destroy it?
Do we got any string?
I don't know, Dan. Do I have string? I can't imagine that I wouldn't.
Well, if nothing
cord,
else,
string.
if nothing else, these guys are using rope belts. So I mean,
You're smart, right?
Yeah. Well, now.
Do tricks.
Yeah.
Why don't you set up a booby trap?
Shit, we could do that with this gun. Well, I definitely have rope because I do rope tricks, right? That's just a magician
well,
thing.
you have chains, and like I said, these guys have rope belts. I mean, you can take that.
All right. So where are we going to set this trap up at?
Just right there where he fell.
All right.
You know, and like there's a fucking, what's that, cotton candy stand right there. When they move the body, it pulls the string. I don't know. This is your thing.
Yeah.
I'm just the idea guy.
Yeah.
And he goes like this and splitches some blood on Poe.
No, it's a great idea. I just
Fucking seriously?
What?
The fuck?
Who'd you kill?
What?
What?
Are you joking?
What?
You're gonna fucking disembowel some guy and throw his shit all over me?
Oh, sorry, man. I'm gonna wipe more blood on you.
Are you okay?
what? Can I ask you a question?
What?
Why is this conversation okay to be happening in the middle of the fucking street?
I don't know. I'm like really hopped up on adrenaline right now, so it probably isn't.
Gil,
Yeah.
another point to your body.
I'm gonna fucking die.
I know, right?
Wayne, minus one level on each of your wounds.
Do I
Don't worry,
feel?
you're becoming an
do I
unstoppable monster.
feel that? Because like last time I had the pins and needles and stuff. Do I notice any difference?
You kind of hopped up on adrenaline, so you don't
So
notice.
it might just be.
Yeah, the only thing you might notice is your body is getting a little bit, like where it's not prickly, it's kind of starting to go just ever so slightly numb, but I don't know if you would notice it.
Yeah. No, that is something you guys notice. Gil is really talky right now.
What's the penalty for a level 3?
So the level 3 leg wound, you are now at -1/-1.
Okay. My speed is 2 now.
And is the other one level 4?
How long does
Yeah,
shit
the
gonna
other
take?
one's
That's
level
a
four.
-2/-1.
Hold on a second. So I'm going to get the body with the guy who had the knife in his head.
Okay.
Right. I'm gonna prop him up against something like near a tree.
She's
And
like trying to drag him. I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck! I come over, one hand this big ass dude, and just like toss him.
What did you give him?
I didn't give him shit.
You had to give him some kind of pill,
Oh my
right?
god, are we having this conversation right now in the middle of the fucking street, guys? Come on, Jesus!
So I'm gonna try to rig the gun up, but I've never done anything like this, right? So I don't know how well I would. I don't know how well I would do it.
All right, do you have it? Well,
swole.
all right, so
So I
you have a
have
serious problem with guns.
I have
though, don't
I have
you?
incompetence, or not? I'm sorry, incompetence. Struggle firearms.
Okay. And what's your
I
incompetence
guess we shouldn't give
persuasion?
her the
My
gun.
incompetence is persuasion.
This I don't know that this is really the type of magic you've been normally doing. Pyrotechnics wasn't your thing.
Yeah, fuck it. And I give up. I'm like, fuck it, I can't do it. Let's go.
Well, yeah, I mean, do you even want to make a roll?
No, fuck it, I give up. I'm frustrated. Let's go.
Okay.
Not mad at you, mad at me. Fuck it, I can't do this. Let's go.
I fucking love that. That's fair. Fuck, let's go.
I will say it's not often I'm like, do you want the roll? And players like, no, I do not.
Yeah.
I take the gun and it has a firing cock mechanism.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Disassemble it.
I just rip that part off. Just the cock, you know, like the hammer. Yeah, I rip the cock off. I go back out there and rip his cock off. It's time for hot dogs, boys. It'll be like some German sausage.
It has a flash pan. If you simply just gently, you can either break the hammer off, or even what's more safe is just lower
No,
it.
fuck it. Actually, I'm all hopped up. I go to the guy and I blast his head.
Holy fuck. Okay, Chad, roll 2d6 and don't roll snake eyes.
Holy shit.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, you're fine. All right, he goes over, boom, takes his gun. Yeah, and it is a ridiculously loud boom. There's this huge billowing, like, think Revolutionary War,
Yeah.
like, big wave of smoke that comes out, and this guy's head is just
Vaporwise.
pumpkined. I mean, it's just like somebody threw a pumpkin at the road.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What?
Can you just breathe and stop for a second?
What?
Oh my god.
Yeah, actually, yeah, his ears probably are ringing from that.
We gotta
Okay.
go.
Do they know where you are is now no longer a question. So,
God damn it.
all right, here we go.
You can still have credit for that one.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so here we go. Let me do their movements, then we'll do yours, then we'll do the mutual perception checks.
I pull Marlene aside. We maybe need to stay even further away from Gil. I mean, that's I don't know what the fuck is going on with him right now, but he's losing his mind in front of us.
Kind of like this bear shit.
Okay,
Do you have any speed?
Yeah. God. damn.
The drugs you're handing out might be part of the problem.
I'm kidding. No, Doc. Holy crap! Did you see what happened to that guy's head?
Yeah, I was right here.
All right, so these guys.
Gil goes up. Come on, we gotta go.
I'm the only person with blood on the whole fucking head right now. In these, you guys are lucky as hell.
I'm pretty sure Gil and Marlene just saved you from getting killed.
No, I think I was fine.
I was over by the concave machine. You guys were like, bloody and shit.
No one fucking saw me.
Yeah, it's fair.
You're the successful one at hiding.
Yeah, and not losing my fucking mind, either having a death wish or bloodthirst over here.
Doc, is this a small intestine or a large intestine?
Oh, Jesus!
Taste the inside of it. Tell me.
Is it bitter or sweet?
It's like a vuvuzela.
I know. Kind of tastes like packing pellets. What the fuck do these guys eat?
All right, so here we go. Well, let's start working through your guys' movements now. The three of you are kind of out in the open near that carnival game booth, between the carnival game booth and then where that lake, Paddleboat Lake, used to be. Back to your east is the carnival game booth in the woods and then that roller coaster. To the west, you would be heading towards the carousel. To the north, you'd be going along the drained lake. To the south, you would be going into the kiddie rides and cotton candy stand and whatever. South would also take you kind of back towards where Scott is. So,
What do we want to do? Do we want to keep hunting, or do we want to head back to... Pardon me, do we want to head back to these two?
What you're doing is not hunting.
I am in favor. Sorry, I am in favor of going back, at least in touching base with them and seeing if they want to reposition.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Well, then let's double back.
I can fucking see through time right now.
God. Did you get one of my lollipops?
No. I don't think.
all right.
No? Wait. No?
Scott, are you moving from your vantage point? No. Junior, are you moving? I said right this time. Junior, so you're staying with him. Okay, so where are the three of you going?
We're
Backtracking.
Yeah, we're backtracking towards them.
So you're heading south.
Yes.
Okay, so you head south towards the Kitty Land. Okay, now everyone give me perception checks to see if you see anyone. And then perception checks, see if they see anyone.
I'm like high as a
12.
fucking kite right now. I got a 7.
18.
No,
14.
possibly, no.
I got a 15, so probably not.
Well, actually, from where you are, that is... Let me check their exact positioning.
Yes.
Uh...
I'll let Gil walk into him.
Okay,
Sure.
you are going to see this as it occurs. Okay. Scott, you're going to get the same thing.
Right.
So all I need this time around is... I need Scott, Poe, Gil, and
Just reading your shirt.
Marlene. All give me initiative. However, only Scott and Poe will actually get to go in the first round. Even if you guys...
10.
So, okay.
What do we add into it? Speed?
So, Gil's a 10. Yeah, 2d6 plus speed.
10.
Scott, 10.
11.
11 for Poe. Marlene?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's you.
That is absolutely 18.
Wow. Okay.
Jesus.
So, Marlene, you get to go first. There is not bloody much you can do about it.
Right.
All right, but from where you are, all right, so you guys are headed south.
Roger.
Back along this way. As you turn that corner, you can see out from behind this little cafe, there's a guy kind of around the corner who has a rather large looking bow who is
Whoa.
drawing down on you guys. When this thing goes, there's going to be no light, no noise.
Right.
So
Brilliant.
if you guys had not happened to see him in the probably because he's casting shadows from the intermittent light of the carousel post, and for anyone else who didn't see that. So try to hold this up. So here's where Wayne is down here in the lower right.
Yeah.
You guys are coming out kind of the center east and circling back down south. And right here, over here's the cafe. There's a guy with a rather long bow. Literally a long bow, not quite, but it's a tall bow. That is currently taking aim at, you're not sure whom, but one of the three of you that are about to get sacked. So he's kind of aiming into that group. So, Marlene,
So we see
you are not going to be able to throw a knife that far.
No. Absolutely not. But what I will do is, if there's something nearby where I can duck for cover or hit the deck at bare minimum.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'm like, shit, hit the deck. And
Okay,
dive
so
down.
Marlene, you take full cover. All
Yeah.
right. So now that takes us to the red bear looses the arrow.
to catch it with my teeth.
Catch it with your thorax.
Actually, if they're shooting from that far, you probably could catch it. Actually,
Face.
Okay, Poe.
Oh no!
All right. Wayne, you, by the way, do see this guy, but only because this is in the light. The being a bow, obviously, makes no significant noise. There's no flash, etc., etc., etc. But he unleashes this arrow. Why am I rolling a d12? The location die.
cheater.
It's going to catch the right leg. Do you have any armor on the right leg?
Yeah, 2.
2 points, okay. Okay, you take a level 7 wound to the right leg. There's now an arrow sticking out of your right thigh. Which makes sense, because you're walking south, so your right leg would be toward him. Because he's shooting from the west. At a level 7 wound to the leg, you are now at -3 speed, -2 agility. We will roll
Does
later
hurt,
to
okay.
determine what the nature of the wound is and whether it's getting better or worse, and there's an arrow sticking out of your leg. And so it comes in, hits the thigh muscle. It is crippling. It fucking hurts. Did not hit the femoral artery. You're not dying. It is not completely
Gil
reduced.
just pulls it out.
On your turn, you can opt to do that. I'm not going to stop you. So that takes us to Poe.
Don't pull it out. Okay.
You
Put it back in.
stagger to a fall, but it is your turn.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
So I didn't see that guy. Other than
No, you absolutely see him. Oh, wait, what was your roll? Did you?
yeah, I was one that actually had a chance to see him.
Okay, then yeah, you saw him then. I think the only one that didn't see him was Gil. Yeah, so yeah, you see it.
So was the arrow already like in flight when I saw him? I guess.
Or maybe like you caught his eye right as he released. But I mean, arrows they move.
And it's dark. You might
Yeah.
have saw a shape. And
That's true. You saw a shape, and then all of a sudden, thunk, and there's a arrow sticking out of your leg, and it hurts like hell.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and crawl to cover,
Okay, you're crawling to cover.
and I'm gonna try and do some shit to my leg to make sure I'm not gonna suck out the poison.
I got it.
I didn't even think about giving him poisoned arrows.
Oh, loading
too
the
late
gun.
now.
Loading the gun.
No, I'm not a retconning GM like that, so
No, good.
you're fine. All right, so Poe, you drag yourself to cover. Scott, what is your speed?
I was down to a 10.
Gil, what's your speed?
5. No, 4. I'm sorry.
Scott, you have a 10 speed, not initiative. What's your speed?
Oh, speed. My speed's at a 2 right now.
Okay. Gil, you've got the drop.
Yay.
Sorry, I thought you were
can I
asking
hit him
for
with the SMG?
Yeah, you can attempt to.
I mean, like
It's not optimum range.
Gil's
but,
not a gun guy. He doesn't know optimum range. But I mean, if this guy is like really fucking far away, it's
Just spit bullets.
Yeah, so I mean, I actually do have rules for spray and pray.
well. I mean, how far away is he?
I mean, I don't have
Well,
one.
I mean, he hit him with an arrow.
Yeah, I mean, he's...
He's got to be pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, arrows can fly.
Unless it's like a literal long bow, and you know, he's
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Because from a certain distance, that's why I asked.
He
From
did
a certain
roll
distance,
out-
he'd have to volley it at me. It wouldn't just
well,
straight.
he did roll an outstandingly high roll. I actually didn't think he was going to successfully hit anyone. You would wildly guess he's under 100 yards.
oh, I can hit this guy potentially.
You're pumped up on adrenaline.
Yeah, I'm awesome.
So, Chad, you've got a couple options here. You can take a single shot.
Oh, fuck no.
You can keep it single shot and squeeze off 2. You can spray and pray. Okay.
I'm not emptying the whole clip, but I'm...
So you're not emptying the mag. Okay, so here's what we're going to do for spray and pray. I want you to pick a number of D6s. This is how many bullets you're... Because this is how many bullets you're going to fire. The bolts are going to shift the target number. And... Whoa. You don't have that many shots.
You said 20.
Yeah. So if you roll a 5 on this die, you fired 5 bullets.
Oh, I
So-
thought you were saying a D6 per bullet.
No. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
This is how many D6 you get
Oh.
to help how many bullets you're going to fire. So let's find out. So you fired only 2. You only roll 1d6.
No, okay, wait.
Okay, this is all right. You're pulling the trigger.
Yes.
It's not a precise thing. It's not like you can count off 10 shots.
Right.
So the D6s represent your estimate of how many bullets you're
I
firing.
gotcha.
So you can fire 1d6
gotcha.
bullets, 2d6 bullets, 3d6 bullets. Okay, so 3-round bursts.
Can I throw another die?
Yeah. I mean, nothing stopped you from holding the trigger down longer.
5, 6.
Okay, so you fired off 6 out of the 20 shots.
Yeah.
So you're down to 14 shots left in the magazine. All right. Now, what this does is automatically gives you one for each
I gotta
bullet.
get these bolts back anyway. Might as well use them.
So you are now each of those increases your chance of hitting. Okay.
Okay.
So you're going to have a bonus to hit him, and the higher you roll above the success, the more of those bullets impact him.
Okay.
All right. So I won't get too much into the math, so I don't want to bog the game down. But the short version is the more bullets you fire, make it more likely a bullet will hit, but less likely any individual bullet will hit. So I'll explain the math some other time.
So roll 2d6.
All right, well, no. All right, so let me start by working out the difficulty here. So do you have anything that harms your use of firearms? Okay, so straight up.
Unless you call a gun that nerd shit,
No. All right.
or if the gun doesn't like me.
I mean, if you're trying to 360 no-scope him, then I'd say, yeah, it's that nerd shit. But that's, all right. So base of 6, this thing is way beyond its intended range. So that's going to take you up to a 12. Poor lighting and partial cover is going to take you up to an 18. However, you also fired a 6 shots at him, which means you only need to roll to hit him with any one bullet. You only need to roll 6 for every 3 points above another bullet hits him.
Okay, and I roll off agility?
It's 2d6 plus agility.
Well, my agility is 7, so I hit him.
Well, unless you snake eyes it.
Oh, yeah.
So you could critically fail it. So
did not.
8 plus 7 is 15. So 15 is 9 points over 6.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1 at 6, 1 at 9, 1 at 12, 1 at 15. So 4 of the bullets hit him.
Okay.
That's fucking effective.
Yeah.
It's an automatic weapon.
Yeah, that's
kinda
fucking
what that does.
effective. Well, but even for an SMG at that range, that's kick ass.
It's a long barrel SMG,
Yeah.
but
Right
still.
on.
So, all right. So, Chad.
This is one of those Miami Vice.
Yeah.
Big Uzis,
This
80s Uzis things.
this is not an SMG. Just mark World War II SMG.
Right, like an MP40 or...
Yeah, this
right.
is not an SMG like... This was not somebody's pocket Uzi.
This is like a Crockett and Tubbs big
Yeah,
cocaine
yeah.
Uzi.
Exactly.
Cocaine Uzi.
And you fire it.
Yeah. He's high as shit.
Cocaine is just blowing out your face.
The exhaust is cocaine. I got you.
Right.
So,
It just powders everything.
all right. So, Chad, let's handle these shots.
I love the smell of cocaine in the
Let's
morning.
handle these shots one at a time.
Okay.
So, first shot, give me a location, give me damage.
Damage is 2d6.
Yeah, so give me a location, give me damage.
Wow. 11 torso.
You killed him. I mean, we can roll the others if you just want to know. Your first shot kills him.
Torso, 4 more points.
Minor shot to the torso. So you winged his torso, you shot through his heart. You
Torso again.
you put
Man,
another
my
hole
shot
through his
grouping is-
torso.
How many?
One more.
One more.
Yeah, one more of those hit.
Torso. Oh, right arm.
Okay. So you basically stitch lower left to upper right.
I had some
so
good shot grouping there. Though.
gut shot, heart, wing the edge of his rib cage, and then put one through his arm, and he drops flat dead.
What I had done is I have no clue what's going on. Marlene's like, hit the deck, huh? Then I look, I hear this, and I look over. I don't even see the guy. I never saw the guy. I'm just like, And then I'm like running and diving for Poe to like pull him under cover.
So
I just happened to hit him.
all right. So you think that was bad? Wouldn't you run into somebody with a fully automatic rifle?
No.
That's
I don't
4-1
like that
now.
foreshadowing.
There's only one of them left.
Yeah. So you are now the score is 4-1. You guys have done a really good job of staying out of their traps. I know where their traps are. I know where their ambushes are. You guys have done a very good job of avoiding them. This could have gone. I really did not expect this to go half so well. I thought this
We're
was
not done yet.
Oh, I know. It's not over yet, but there's still one of them out there.
Hey, I'm just beating Marlene, so actually we're tied up right now.
Yeah, 2-2. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
All right.
Because their first one, that was magic.
Right.
Would you guys just fuck already?
Oh,
That is a hate thing.
Who knows what diseases she has?
whoa!
All of them.
Right.
All right. So, we are now at.
I'll use some intestine.
You do not see the final guy.
Oh shit! It's a boss battle.
You
There
mean
really is a boss. I mean, unless you guys have
B-Rad?
fought I don't know there really is a boss in Skies of Glass.
The final guy is actually Brad, the radical man.
yeah, B-Rad. That's I just assumed that B-Rad was one of these guys.
Yeah, the last guy.
Yeah.
No matter who we killed in what order, he's the last.
Yeah, I mean that's just good show running.
Right.
No, actually, I will tell you, I did know who was who from the outset. So we can deal. We can talk about some of this in post game, but I did know who was who from the outset, or who was whom, if you prefer.
Take out my hatchet. That leg's got to come off, Doc.
Yeah, I want to medical my leg before somebody.
Okay,
does
so
something
first
rash.
of all right, so here we
Spit on
go.
it.
Shit, does this spit heal me? Yeah, sure.
Do you want it to?
Yeah.
It might turn you crazy.
One more step to
All right, so here we go. To heal this wound,
work them some better.
you are going to need medical at a. This is just to stabilize the wound. Medical at a target. Well, you're kind of in shit circumstances. Medical at
This
a
is
target
totally stable
of
area.
17.
Nice. That's a terrible roll.
18.
You got it. Okay. So
Fuck you,
all
that
right,
was a great roll.
so what you've done
Very
is
smart.
you've pulled back the flesh enough to get the arrow out without.
Ew.
Well, do you really want to just yank an arrow, especially? 'cause
No, I
they're
break
designed
off
to
one
do-
end and I pull it through.
Yeah, exactly. So you get the arrow out, and you do manage to staunch it up. So the wound has stabilized. It is not getting worse. Okay, so the wound has reached a stable point. It will, assuming you don't do anything horrible to it, it will eventually begin to get better.
Okay.
So, assuming you like go swimming through sewage or something, it will start getting better.
Okay.
But
Oh, yeah.
you have successfully staunched the bleeding, and the wound is stabilized on the course to heal.
Can I do field stitches? No, I'm sorry. I do have. Do I need to use an expenditure for this? I was just using regular.
I was
supplies.
assuming you were just staunching. If you want to try and do something more than that, then yes, we can attempt to see if we can actually improve the wound.
Yeah, let's
if
see
you
if we
want
can do
to
that.
use, we'll use a charge of your medical supplies.
Yeah,
But if you want to do that,
I'll use one.
okay, so that you already got the roll necessary, so you can go ahead and take it up to a 1 point higher wound. So it is now a 6 point wound. I guess I should say 1 point lower. 1 point higher would be worse. So it's now a 6 point wound. The 6 point wound is a
It's awesome.
-3 speed, -1 agility,
You should call him out.
and
Whoever's left.
Oh, like do a one-on-one bear wrestling in this section.
and your the wound is, once again, unless you do something really stupid, will continue to improve, and will do so at a pretty damn good clip.
Okay.
All right. So, start of the next round, you've got one more rad bear out there, possibly some traps or whatnot. You don't know, no idea. The carousel's still there. Charon is going round and round on it.
I think at this point that we just operate and move as a group. I mean, we were heading back there anyway when this ambush occurred. when we get back, we get Junior, we get Scott, and then, they climb down off the coaster, and then we just go look for this guy as a group.
Why don't we ask Junior's girlfriend if she can see? Oh, we already did the
Yeah.
satellite. Never mind.
She said there's no overhead, whatever. She said she couldn't do it. I didn't really understand.
Can you walk?
Not very quickly.
Can you support him?
What's your speed?
And fight?
1.
Been there. Been lower.
I guess I could just pop some speed.
Maybe we could.
Get some painkillers, ignore it a little.
What's your speed right now?
8.
Oh.
You want me to just go back? Fine, go on. Fuck that.
No. I don't know. Maybe we can just hole up somewhere.
Have them meet us.
Maybe. Here.
Isn't there a time limit on this?
Is there?
I don't know.
I didn't ask.
I don't remember that being one of the rules, but as of
You've
right now,
heard
we're
no
ahead.
mention of a time limit.
We're ahead right now.
Mm-hmm.
If there is a time limit, unless you've done something to disqualify yourselves, which, by the way, you've heard no rule to this effect. So, but if there is a time limit, you guys are winning. It is 4-1.
Marley, why don't you go check that dude's body? The arrow guy.
Wait, alone?
I mean, he's right there.
You have to go past the carousel. So you're about here-ish.
The stutter.
You'd have to go past the little kiddie area, past the carousel, and then he was back here, back into this cafe.
Oh, I mean, if he's out in the open, she's got to run through open. I wouldn't suggest that.
He's not out in the... I mean, she could stick to cover while moving, but she would have to make a run through a bunch of streets that have not yet been...
That's man shit right there. Let's do it.
If
And
you
the
think about
carousel is lit up.
a bow is not a gun, and you could use that.
I mean, it's up to you.
It's your call. I mean, I'm not here. I'm not going to tell anyone what they got to do.
What am I looking for in his body?
Anything useful? Or really, actually, why don't you go over there and not run up to the body, but maybe just look around to see if his buddy is there covering him.
Well,
I mean,
all
don't
right.
stick your ass out in the wind. Not that you have an ass.
Hey,
Body of 3.
we've established that I've got a few curves. Thank you.
Your elbows.
Yeah.
You guys suck. Please, you guys have been so long without a woman.
What's your speed?
I could 8.
With a speed of 8, even with a low body, that's the one area I think is formed. Pretty fast.
You saying he's got fat ass?
He's saying that I'm on the itty bitty titty committee, but I got booty. That's what he's saying.
Not necessarily.
No.
You know what? Fuck you both. Fuck you guys. All right, I'm doing it, Dan.
Take your muffin.
What
top
am I
and go
looking
check him
for,
out.
though? What's the purpose?
The other
Just
guy?
the other guy.
Yeah, to see if the other guy was covering him.
Muffin. I will whoop your ass.
I don't even know what a muffin
Yes, I do.
Girl, you're thick.
Motherfuckers are getting killed. Everybody's getting stabbed in their sleep.
So I send a text to Junior, by the way. I let him know I'm hit, so I'm. Well, they probably saw.
Aren't you a doctor?
Yeah, I'm stabilized. Thanks, Junior.
Yeah.
Are you dying?
No, that's what stabilized means, Junior.
I just love the slow mo image of Marlene hit the door. Ah! Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. All right. I'm going to stealth when I have to stealth and run when I have to run, trying to optimize my cover. But I understand I'm not a trained soldier, so there you go.
And I'm helping Poe.
I let Junior know what to tell Scotty. That's what's happening to watch.
He's got the other pad.
And
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had it.
No,
Oh, he's got a pad. I got a pad. You got a pad.
Scotty, look out for a little.
And I pulled Poe into one of the cotton candy booths or something just for
Okay.
to get him bunker down.
Just 1 second, because I've got something with the real stage I've got to reply to. So
If I get killed, I'm going to be pissed.
I mean,
Marlene.
What's your backup character?
Brodor's not going to be pissed. Brodor doesn't roll with no backup character. Because so here's a backup character to me is like the new shiny to most gamers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most people are like, oh, well, let's start talking about the next campaign. I've got this idea. And then everybody's like, oh, let's play the next campaign.
Oh, you gotta play a vampire.
Yeah, if I do that, I'm like, I don't know if I'm feeling this character, but then I've had time to think about the voice and who this new character is, and then I'll just want to play that new character. No, I don't have any fucking clue. I don't know who Marlene is yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to figure out Joe.
in the next 5 minutes. We might never know who Marlene is.
I'll help you figure out Joe. Okay.
Oh, JoJo.
I mean, just let me know which half you're worried about.
I mean, one half that counts.
Joe is really lazy. He doesn't move.
Okay, so I'm sorry I had to look something real estate agent. So, Paul, what are you doing?
I'm trying not to die.
Okay.
Yeah, I pulled him into like one of the booths where they sold whatever.
Okay, so you're hunkered
kind of
down,
bunkering down.
cinder block building,
Right.
A lot of mess piled up on the ground, but nothing dangerous. Leaves.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye out, letting him do his thing with his
Okay, Scott.
Ina's stuff if he does.
I know that she's running out to
good
check
shit.
the body, so
True.
I'm keeping
So you're trying.
close
that money.
eye on that.
Okay, so you're going to try and overwatch
That's
her,
Yeah.
Junior.
I'm just watching down close.
Okay,
Like,
you're
is
watching
anybody
close.
coming at us.
Marlene, are you going for the body?
So essentially what I want to do is try to get within eyesight, like good visual confirmation, as quickly as I can. As soon as I have a good bead on him, then I'm going to stop and wait for a minute.
Okay.
Just to see if anybody else is coming, if anybody else saw what happened, if there's anybody. And then if I see another person, I have a plan.
Okay. And I'm not going to lie, my real estate just asked me something else. And I heard none of that.
You tell your real estate. So there's two things I understand. Your real estate agent needs to not fuck up our game, and Pandora's a cunt. I will tell that cunt when I'm done listening. She just doesn't need to assume that I'm done listening. I'll tell her when I'm done.
Who is what?
Pandora on the interwebs.
Oh.
Free internet radio. That bitch is always. Are you still
I thought
listening?
this was like a forum user, and I'm like, dude, we don't have
Another one on his list. No Pandora.
I thought it was like a forum user or something. And I don't care if it cusses out the music service. I thought this was somebody's handle. I'm like, dude, we don't insult our listeners.
No,
On the air. but-
Okay. First of all, I've never insulted a listener.
okay.
I've never even.
So, all right, continue. Reverse. So, what are you doing? This
My
phone
point
is down.
So I want to get there as speed. Speed is more important to me than cover.
Okay.
All right. But I mean, if I can optimize cover, great. But faster is better. As soon as I can get within what is for me a good visual range to overwatch the body, I want to keep an eye on it for, several beats, right? So for a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes,
Okay.
maybe I'll count to,
So, all right. So, here's what we're going to do. So, I already know where the final Radberry is. So, this is going to be pretty easy to resolve. So, what we're going to do is Gil and Poe, you guys are hunkered down. I'm going to have you give me a base perception check. This will only matter if someone attempts to or jump your guys' position. So otherwise, you guys
15.
15? Okay. And
14.
14. Okay, so, all right. That's going to be... But somebody's going to have to come into the open and get close to jump
Right.
you guys anyway.
Yeah, we are bunkered.
Right,
down.
right. Yeah, so you will have all the advantages of somebody, unless they, just lob a grenade in there, you guys will be fine.
I'll throw a Poe on it.
Fair enough.
No, throw yourself. Be
Helmet down, Poe.
bro. Don't be a bitch.
All right.
I thought Pandora was a listener.
Well, I didn't know who you were cussing at. You're like, I'll tell you what I've done, Lizzie, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, did you get feedback from somebody that
I would never
you
do
got a
that
little bee in your
publicly.
bonnet?
Publicly, yeah.
All right, Junior, so you're staying close watch?
Yes.
All right, Scott, you're tracking.
Yep.
Marlene, you're running. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Marlene, this time, because you are staying in the open, your stealth check is going to be based on speed, because you are attempting to outmove
Okay.
the,
Stealth based on speed.
yes, plus or minus whatever.
So 15.
So, 15.
Well, so yeah, my current injury does not affect my speed. It just hurts like a motherfucker to move.
Okay. So, okay, now give me a perception check.
That now I am affected by perception, both injury and medication. All right, so 7, 5 plus 8, 13.
Okay. So you get to the body. All right. Scott,
I don't want to be on top of it. I want to be, paces away from it and watch it for a couple minutes if I can.
all right. So Scott, I will tell you now. Give me a perception check. You can use the scope and all that stuff. Don't bungle this one.
12.
Okay. We'll call that a bungle.
Yeah, it was not a good roll.
No, because of the distance and intervening terrain. Normally that'd be fine, but because this is a really messed up situation. All right, so
Wait.
Marlene, you make it to the back of what used to be the Parkside Cafe. All right, so out back here, there's a fountain along Drive.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of rusted out tables and chairs that have been, some of which have been pushed around by the wind, knocked over. You can see garbage piled about. That's probably hear a squirrel go skittering off when you get close. The body is there at the corner with a bow and quiver, and then of course the bear skin and all that.
Give my bullets. We gotta give them back.
Just to the south of you,
He's hungry. He wants to eat more.
Have you swallowed those bullets to save them and shit them out later?
I swallowed my bullets, motherfucker.
okay, so just to the south of you is the main administrative office.
He's a gun now.
And an outside eating area that are part of the same. So it's like they're on the same lot. Okay, and give me a 2d6 plus speed check.
Oh, 11.
Okay.
I rolled shit.
Well, don't do that next time.
All right, Brodor. No sooner than you crouch down, just like a ghost out of nothing, there's a rad bear on top of you. All right, so you're going to get. You are prepared. So this is not a surprise attack,
Right.
so you are going to get to resist this. So 3d6 plus your choice between body or agility.
Agility.
Modified by injury.
So, okay, so
3d6 best too. I mean.
I get 3d6. you said?
Oh no, this isn't going to fit in your magic. You're not going
Right.
to roll the situation.
No.
2d6.
So 2d6. My current injury is -1 body, -2 perception. I just got a bullet.
For what? Dying?
All right, so I am 817.
Okay. Somebody jumps onto your back and brings a knife straight up to your throat. Like it slightly cuts the skin. You feel the cold metal. But because you're kind of small and maybe even a little hard to kind of get a grasp on,
And covered in baby oil.
and yeah, covered in baby oil, and so it's very sexy. You actually have you have leverage on this guy.
Okay.
Action's yours.
I think that I am going to evade
Like a curse.
and run.
Like a fucking straw.
Okay, so you get free of him.
I want to get free, and I want to fucking run.
All right, which direction are you running?
Back to the group.
So you're running back towards.
Yes,
the
I'm running.
carousel.
I am running back toward. Yeah, actually.
bunker.
The
cotton candy bunker.
Yeah, it's toward the cotton candy bunker.
Okay, 2d6
I
plus
see movement. I just
2d6
throw
plus
fire out.
speed. He is attempting to run you down.
Into the password.
Is this a
see this?
competition?
That's what I was about to ask.
Not yet.
No,
They're,
okay.
they're now between buildings. They're actually harder to see than they were a moment before.
Are you
Right.
letting us know that he's there?
Well,
he's the only one. Right?
Oh wait, yeah, he's only one. All I've had the cognitive ability to do now is get free and fucking run.
Okay, so
I'll start
2d6
screaming in a
speed.
second.
Modified speed. Because he's simply attempting to run you down.
All right,
more
now,
than-
so just for rules clarification,
You're cheating.
my current injury does not modify my speed in any way. Is there part of my injury that I should be reducing my speed by?
When we
If
killed the last guy.
when you said modified
They're gonna
speed, I'm just rolling 2d6.
Well, I didn't know what your injury was.
I gotcha. Okay.
If your injury doesn't modify your speed, so.
14.
Okay.
Dead.
Right.
You can hear his footfalls right behind you.
All right.
But you are barely. I mean, your heart is pounding,
Barely.
your lungs hurt, but I mean, you are just ever so slightly
Barreling down on you.
leading this guy.
He's bearing down on me. Oh my god!
All right, you run past the edge of where the street where the main office and the Parkside Cafe both have their front. Okay, so you're running back eastward. You run past that, and you're right now running right toward the carousel.
So I'm running toward the carousel. I'm like, fuck, 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 fuck.
All right, you can either keep running past the carousel back toward them and possibly into his line of sight, or if you want to not attempt another speed test, you can jump on the carousel. You know he's not allowed to fight you there.
Is that against the rules?
Well, you might lose a point.
Ah, fuck it! I'm on the carousel, motherfuckers!
All right. All right, so...
That's sanctuary, bitches! Home base, I'm safe!
Okay. All right, so Marlene,
Ali, exit free.
you jump on the carousel.
Yeah.
Now, anyone, with the exception of Junior, because he's...
Fine.
Junior can see this. So, Junior, even you can
Junior's
see
falling
this.
asleep. Yeah.
So, Marlene has jumped up onto the carousel. Karan takes a couple steps back. Marlene, the carousel...
Karen tells us not to kill the cultists or harm the sanctuary in any way.
The
Take him to lawyer. Lawyer him up after you're dead.
So, as you are now on the carousel,
Right.
it's moving, it's grinding along, moving haltingly. It's not a perfectly even.
Oh, no, my body is shit, so...
It's not, yeah. And so this thing kind of keeps starting, stopping, jerking a bit. There's that uneven, sort of dissonant chord music playing. The lights are flickering. Some of them work, some of them don't. Some of them are in a middle state. There's broken mirrors on the
This thing's
inside.
a horror show.
You can see who's tied up now.
On each of those animals, you see tied up is a older man, and then you see a smattering of, you have no idea who these are, or where they came from. There are a bunch of children that are tied up on the carousel as well.
Jesus.
And Karan takes a few steps back when you jump up there, and Brad does indeed jump up right behind you. And he's certainly in good shape. He's not panting as hard as you are, maybe because he doesn't smoke. But
Oh, God, thank you.
See, they're just worried about the kids. They don't want them to fall off the animals.
he's holding this wicked-looking
Safety ties, yeah.
serrated knife, but he is stopped, and he's standing a few steps. He's kind of like pacing back and forth a little bit. He's got the knife to his side, but otherwise he's kind of just standing next to you on the carousel.
I get the cigarette from behind my ear, and then I use magic to make a flash to light the cigarette.
Jesus.
Hey, Brad. Whew, that was close.
It was. You know, you have to step off this eventually.
I do, so do you.
I know, and I have no doubt I'm going to die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make no mistake about which one of us is going to hit the ground dead first.
Fuck me, that was crazy. Oh, shit, I think I'm oxygen high. Whew. Whew. I just wave out to the Ferris wheel, or, just wave out to the park. Just in a random direction.
I mean, you guys see him.
Hey, guys.
You're like going like this.
Yeah,
dude.
there is nothing concealed.
Oh, it's a
about
Ferris wheel. I
it.
thought it was like this.
No, it's
Oh, no, I'm sorry, carousel. Did I say
Oh, it's a merry-go-round, yeah.
merry-go-round. It's
Okay.
carousel, not a Ferris wheel.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
sorry. If I said Ferris wheel, that was my mistake.
Oh. Actually, I'm breathing. In real life, I'm breathing so hard I feel actually like kind of high right now.
All right.
That I just almost died.
He
Again.
walks up to you. He's still kind of got the knife in his hand. He's twisting around. He does not have it raised.
Right.
It's at his side.
Right, because if there's one thing I've learned about B-Rad, he respects the rules.
Yeah, and the rules are: you make a threatening move, it's the same as.
Well, and if B-Rad kills me, we win.
I'm down with it.
If B-Red kills you, you win.
Yep.
If you make a threatening move at him, even if he kills you, that's going to be negative points against you guys. So,
No. I'm cool, man. I can't take B-Rad in a fair fight at all.
So he's kind of just tossing that knife around in his hand, and he's kind of pacing like he's sizing you up, like he's looking at your injury, or he can see the burn marks where you got hit with the bullet. He's watching the way you move. I mean, he is just studying you like a
Are you guys
scientist.
telling us what you see?
Dude, Gil's fucked.
I thought you guys could see it now.
That's what I just look right at B-Rad. I'm like, Gil's fucked.
One of us injure him?
No, he's snapped. Like, he's off his rocker.
I might be a good recruit.
I think he would be you. You're not going to believe what he did to your guy.
Go on.
All right, so we set a trap for your guys, right? And they didn't see Poe, but they saw Gil and they saw me, and they come charging. Well, your guys slow as fuck, by the way. I throw a knife and just brain one dude down like a sack of potatoes. Gil. I've never seen anything so savage in my damn life. He took, I don't know, he calls it, I don't know, something tool, like a breaching tool, right? Some metal thing he uses for breaking open doors. He hits old boy in the sack and cuts him, up to the rib cage. Guts everywhere. Then, the guy who I threw the knife at and killed with the knife, he then takes the guy's dead man's gun and just, like a pumpkin, like a rotting, like a gore, just brain everywhere. It was fucking insane.
He walks over to the old man and puts his left hand on the guy's back. And by the way, you also, as he's doing this, you're kind of evaluating the situation a little better. They're all not just tied hand and foot on these things, they're also gagged. He has this look of horror in his eyes. As Brad puts his his empty hand on the guy's back. Said, actually, it's starting to sound like you guys might be good material. So,
How far away from me is he?
Not that far, maybe about 8 feet. 8 feet.
8 feet, that's a good head start. I fucking run.
Okay.
I'm gonna run as open and bright as I can toward the carousel. I fucking run.
Do we see this from our position? Do we know this is going on?
Unless you are specifically attempting not to, because you guys are in plain view of the carousel.
Okay.
So unless you guys are specifically going out of your way to stay completely down,
not carousel, toward fucking Scotty Double V.
Unless you're trying to stay completely down, like you are intentionally, like not even so much as peeking over the edge, yes. Now, if that's what you're doing, you want 100% cover, 100% concealment, then no, you do not see it.
Burning cigarette in hand, fucking running as fast as I can.
Okay, hold on.
Brad right in the sights.
Hey, that's a good
And
thing.
the moment he
can see
steps
the
out,
cigarette.
take the shot.
So let's get the action down. So you are going to attempt to jump the carousel and run toward the...
With my cigarette, rocking back and forth with those flailing arms as I run, that little cherries up and down and up like a metronome. Tick, 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 tick.
I'm leaping over the counter, and if Brad is going after her, I am just a beeline to intercept him.
Okay, so you are jumping and making a run to catch him.
Not on the carousel.
No. I know. I get what you're mean. Unless you declared
Oh my god, I'm like
otherwise.
nervous in the real world.
Okay, so Scott, you're going to, if he dismounts the carousel,
Nervously eating everything.
shoot him.
Yep, I've kept him in my sight, just waiting for the moment he steps off.
All right, we're going to do, first of all, a speed check to see if he is able to catch you, and then if he does, one set of things happen. If he doesn't, a different set of things
Is it
happen.
an opposed speed check?
Yes, it's
All right.
opposed speed check.
I would like to bullet my speed check.
Okay, then you may have an additional D6 on your speed check. I don't allow bullet war, so he's not going to do that back.
All right, 16.
Okay, you did beat him, so you get the jump on him. You outrun him. Okay, so now we need to actually go to an initiative order. So you did get the jump, you did get out of there. So hang on, let me find out here. So Brad, quote unquote.
I see Junior is like
So then we have
in
Poe,
cigarette butts.
Gil, Junior, Scott, and Marlene. This is just 2d6 plus speed. This is not a speed check. This is an initiative check.
19!
I'm rich.
I'm rich, bitch!
What's the difference between a speed check and the initiative check?
I assume it's bulletable and versus not
No.
bulletable.
Everything's bulletable.
Gotcha.
The difference that I'm trying to make here is this mean Marlene goes first. Winning this does not mean she's outrunning him.
Gotcha.
So it's the purpose of the speed check. in this case, you're rolling speed for initiative. This is not her flat running speed to escape Brad. Now, she did get the jump on him already. She got off the carousel and left him in her dust. So she's going to have some margin of lead here. So he's not just going to run her down by beating her by 1 point. Okay, so
13.
So Scott's at 13, Junior.
Wow.
That's a 16.
16. What is your speed?
My speed is 5.
Okay, so you were
Yay,
speed something.
Junior.
Because it does matter because you tied with Brad. Gil?
13.
13. Poe?
6.
6. Okay, so Marlene, you have first action unless you want to delay it for something.
Run!
Okay. Where are you running? Are you running straight towards?
No cover, full bore, cigarette in hand, directly towards Scotty Double V.
Okay, so you're running straight south to southeast.
In the most coverless, whatever is the widest open avenue of shooting that I can do. That's what I
There's
take.
a bunch of open roads. I
Not
mean,
run, open road.
She doesn't have to pick the right
busted
one. Her ass is
concrete,
kinda fat,
busted
so.
concrete, low brush, but yeah, it's easy to. You're making a straight run toward the southeast. Give me a 2d6 plus speed. This is your speed check.
At least
All right,
you won't be
3d6
a
plus
sports
speed to outrun him.
So that was 11, so 19, 21.
Okay, so Marlene, your speed is a 21. Okay,
Now I'm going to go pee.
you might
You're
Might want to wait.
you might want to wait
Cross your legs.
unless you're about to like piss your pants.
No.
You might. Okay,
I'm not.
Brad goes next. You have no idea. So, Scott, you're going to get the clearest view of this. I'm gonna tell you what occurs because you're probably the only person that will see this.
Oh my god. Gosh.
I was seriously thinking about that. So afterwards, I want to ask you exactly
Yeah,
what
post
happened.
game, that's going to come out.
Were you two making out
Yeah.
the whole time? Bastards.
Just through cams though.
There's having the
Through cams. Oh my god. Oh yeah. If it's through cams, is it?
A three-way with Emily?
This is for
Wayne.
Scott. Or yeah,
Wayne.
yeah, Scotty, Double V.
Okay. So what you see is Brad sees Marlene jump. All right. So he kind of he just with his fingers, I mean, very expertly spins the knife to be reseated in his hand, keeps it down, and makes about the first step of a sprint, like he's going to get off the carousel, and then all of a sudden, very unexpectedly, raises that knife up like in a swiping motion, and is like he's starting to bring his hand like toward his own face. But in the process, he brings that knife up in a swiping motion that kind of generally gestures towards Charon. Charon simply points at him. Junior, it is your turn.
I didn't see what he did. All right, I'll delay.
You're delaying. Scott, it is your turn.
All right, he's not off the carousel?
He has the knife raised. He is not off the carousel.
But raising the knife constitutes a hostile action, correct?
We don't know. We'll have to go
That's a
to
good
the
question.
carnival court for that.
So, may I?
Yes.
So,
This is player to player.
what Dan said earlier, unless I am mistaken, was if I, Marlene, make a hostile action toward Brad, and then Brad kills me, that is still a negative point for us because I provoked him.
But you did.
But you didn't. You ran
So
away.
he looked like he was going to make maybe throw his knife or something
Right.
like that, and then thought
You're not sure why.
Right.
But he kind of stumbled, and then, like I said, it looks like he's trying to cover, like he's trying to like bring his hand up at his face, but in the process makes an upward swiping motion with the knife that kind of goes in the direction of Charon, and when he does, Charon simply points at him.
My eyesight is... I'm looking away from him now for trying to find the source.
Wayne,
Where would I be if I
Wayne, give me a perception check.
Wow.
where would
Wow.
I be to make that?
That's what I just said to him. As like, there's
Yeah.
got to be more than just them there.
Yeah,
that we've seen.
been having this whole conversation about how we're
14.
going to get fucked.
Give a bullet.
Wayne,
have one.
you cannot make out anything about it, but
Goddamn cheaters.
in the woods, to the east. Mm-hmm. So to the east, like, here's the carousel in the center.
Right.
East and kind of up from that kiddie coaster that you guys were hanging out around is a figure that just has a perfect line of sight towards the carousel. And you you can see a faint glint of red, like a red light, coming from this person's head. Okay? So, that takes...
Take the shots, gotta be!
That takes care of Junior and Scott Gill. Your turn.
Whoever it is helping us.
I intercept Marlene,
Okay.
tackle her.
Bitch, you can't catch me!
Bitch, you can't catch me.
I mean, you guys can attempt to dodge him if you want.
You're not running from me.
No,
I'm
it's-
coming up,
it's-
Ross. So
it's
I-
fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I basically slam into you, full speed, tackle you, not to the ground, and carry you up and change your position, and then I basically keep running behind cover. I take us both behind cover. And I just like down.
I can't imagine how much that hurts.
And I'm actually like covering her body like
Aw,
this.
what a gentleman.
Stick my tongue in her ear.
John, I'll fucking cut it off.
Gill,
Yeah.
body plus another one.
It just grow another one. It would be something cool.
He's over human maximum right now.
Maximum is 12.
You said the maximum was 10.
Maximum's 10.
Oh, well.
You are one over human maximum right now.
Great.
Big tongue.
You're fun.
Yeah, no, it's as if I picked up a feather. Because you're already light as it
Right.
is. And I just basically...
Okay. That takes care of...
Do I feel anything? Do I notice
The
this?
only thing you notice is when you feel that surge of speed, you think for a moment your hearing kind of hums, like your ears are ringing, and your vision blurs out for a brief moment. So that takes care of Gil and Scott. That takes us down to Poe.
I mean, I just saw that. I don't even.
Yeah, he's in the hot dog bunker.
Yeah, I'm like peeking out.
That's what I
because
call my
am
vagina.
injured and I can't-
I mean, you do. I thought you had a rifle. You can.
I do have a rifle, but I'm not going to shoot him while he's on the thing.
Okay.
So you can aim and wait, though.
Yeah, I have it at the ready, but I'm not taking any actions.
And also you don't really want to do that anyway, because even if he steps off, the background is Karan and the kids, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't touch any of that stuff.
Okay. As immediately following that sudden exchange, Karan steps down off the carousel, and as he does, the lights on the carousel are killed, its motor is killed, the music stops, the carousel comes to a halt, and Karan is holding up both of his hands like in surrender, but just like for everyone to stop. And you can hear him shout out in that hollow, hissing voice of his, because he's missing most of his cheeks. Carnival has ended. The sharks are victorious.
Woohoo! Flaming sharks, you son of a bitch!
I'm keeping an eye on where that light was coming from the person's eyes.
It disappears. The light turns off.
Okay.
Or goes out of view. You're not sure which.
So he forfeit basically. 'Cause he wanted to live.
Marlene, you still got those handcuffs? Can I have them?
Yeah, they're and I kind of fish them out of one of the pockets inside my patrol jacket.
Yes. I take them. You got the keys, right?
No.
Can you pick them?
Oh yeah. And it might take a couple minutes, but sure.
Okay. I start walking towards Karan and the carousel.
Okay.
Or the carousel.
Brad he's rapidly blinking his right eye, like very rapidly blinking his right eye. He steps down from the carousel, or he walks to the edge of the carousel,
I'm keeping him in my sight just in case he does anything.
cuts
walking
the
out.
bonds on the old man, and gets him off of the little faded, but once upon a time bright pink, white, and blue pony that he's sitting on, and helps him down off the carousel and leads him toward a trash can fire that's sitting there in the middle of one of the streets.
I meet him over there.
Says, your price and safe exit from Chicago.
I take the bear skin off, throw it on the ground. You could have that back. I guess you didn't want to test my theory.
I am actually far more interested in how you did that.
Did what?
You don't...
I take the handcuffs and I toss them to the old man.
The old man, catch them.
I mean, I don't make a crazy toss.
No, he catches them. He's not sure what to do with them.
I put them on.
He says, in front or behind?
Front.
Okay, he cuffs his own hands. Says, how to hunt a bear? No. It's not strength, it's intelligence. So, I mean, everything up to that point, shooting back and forth, moments of fury. The best side won. I can accept that. But at the end, to use the very nature of human reflexes to get me to unintentionally make a threatening move and thereby disqualify me while using Marlene, or is it Marlene's name? I don't know.
The girl.
Yeah, while using the young lady as bait? Brilliant.
My interpretation of how this went down is that you didn't want to die.
Oh, I
so
didn't.
you played the rules, so you didn't die.
Oh, no. I did not want to die. No one enters the hunt wanting to die. But I assure you, whatever it is you did, you won.
I send a note down to...
I fully intended, before I even came here, the next in my line had already been chosen. I was prepared for the eventuality that I might die here. I was prepared to put a point on the board. But you stopped me and chose in the process to keep me in charge. And I will wonder to my dying day why.
So who all has the tablets?
Do you know why?
So I sent him a message.
Do you really want to know why?
Red dot went in his eye. He reacted. Somebody else interfered on our behalf.
Ooh. Do you really want to know why, Brad?
Sure.
Remember what I said? You don't beat the bear. The strong one is the one who beat the bear. Who beat the man who beat the bear.
Did you stumble over it like that too?
Probably.
Yeah, I like that. I like that more.
He's all like tired and freaked out and like jazzed on whatever the shit you pumped in him. So.
Bravo then, Gil. You are the greatest man standing within the boundaries of this carnival.
Wonderful. I think we're gonna go fuck off right now.
He flips the knife over and puts it into his belt, and he just turns and walks off into the darkness.
That's stressful.
Hey, old man.
He, yeah,
What's your name?
Martin.
You want to see your son?
My grandson? Yes.
It's even worse. It's his pawpaw.
Didn't Brian tell me it was his dad?
Right. That's what they've been saying.
Yeah.
That's an interesting question. You could ask him.
Yeah.
That's right there.
Brad told me that you were the kid's dad.
Yeah, that does sound something like he would say. No, in truth, I'm actually his grandfather. His father was some useless son of a bitch who came
I
in.
know that.
He was a river merchant, came in, knocked up my daughter some years back, and I've been his father figure. And so at some point he just started calling me, instead of grandpa or pawpaw, it just got shortened to paw, and I guess I became his father in his mind, which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
I actually know very little about his real father. Don't know that I care to.
I can identify with that. Well, you want to go see him?
Yes, very much so. Well, the fact that you asked means he's alive, right?
Yeah.
His pet I gave him. Is it still there?
And how?
Must be 15, 20 feet by now.
I don't know. I heard the stories. I think I saw it outside my eye. But
Good. I told him to always find its nest down in the sewers and to hide there. I mean, it's not much, but a snake that's 3-4 times the length of my body would surely be enough to at least frighten somebody.
So you're a geneticist.
Yes.
I start walking back to the hot dog
Educated before all of this, actually. Had just finished my undergraduate.
I go, and then blue kind of comes out from the trees he was hanging out with and alights on my finger. And I put him on my shoulder.
Carvin's Corvids. You have one.
It's set of
Brilliant.
4. 3 of them, the eggs were broken. This is the only survivor.
I'm shocked that any of them survived.
Some sort of device? I don't know.
Oh, packaging. Storage. I mean, you have to get the product to market. Who wants a dead pet?
Can I ask you, before we get to the hot dog bunker, can I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course. It's the least I can do, since, well, I presumed you saved me unless you intend to just kill me.
No, we
Handcuffs seem a bit excessive for that.
I don't know if we can trust you. You might be more of a trap from Brad.
Oh, that's a fair concern.
And I go into describing all the things, like I hear things and the pain, and I describe every single bit that Gil possibly can.
He says, do you mind if I, because his hands are in front.
Right.
He said, do you mind if I touch you, examine you?
Go for it.
Okay. He kind of touches your skull, turns your head. Is Gil completely bald?
No, remember?
Yeah, we had that
Yeah.
last time.
Glorious.
Every single character I play has a full head of hair.
Okay. When he turns your head to the side, he runs his fingers
Yeah.
through your hair, and big clumps of your hair come out. And he drops drops it down. It's just, your pallor is off. Your body feels alternatingly hot and cold. You're twitching your leg.
My compatriots told me I've eaten 3 bullets.
Have you felt compelled to eat anything else?
Yes.
May I ask what?
I don't want to talk about it.
Human flesh, you motherfucker.
But something that's not supposed to be eaten, I assume?
Yes.
Have you been exposed to radiation that you know of?
Well, I've been with my companions, and they've been exposed to the same thing, and it's obviously not.
No boils on your body that I see. I'm not going to check too far, but
I described the wounds I had. I don't take off the armor. I describe
right.
it.
But you're able to account for how you got all of them.
Yes.
Oh, do you show him the one that's...
No, they're under the 2 layers of armor
Right.
and the jacket, and I just describe everything to him. I describe those to him, but I'm not taking off the armor here.
Where the medical...
And all you guys see these 2 talking like 10 feet from a burning can in the middle of a
The
thing.
medical condition that it sounds like you have is something called pica. It's usually the result of a depletion of various minerals in the body. People with this disorder, and sometimes it's psychiatric in nature, but if you've never experienced this before, it's most likely biological. As certain minerals get depleted in the body, people suddenly they become pale in color.
Do I
Their
have
bodies...
radiation poisoning.
No, I don't think so. This actually looks more like a case of sudden and acute anemia. I can't imagine what would cause that, though. What would suddenly deplete all the minerals from your body?
we have a medical person on our group. He said I was fine.
No, you are most definitely not fine. In fact, I would say if your anemia, if the source of it is not identified and treated, or we don't find some other way to mediate your anemia, this condition will kill you.
In game, actually, I didn't say you were fine. I said that we don't have time to look at it.
Right.
Well, how he recalls it is
Yeah,
up to him.
yeah.
So, well, I've never had anemia before. Iron tablets? Do I just eat iron?
Yes, assuming it's, I mean, you might have some kind of digestive disorder. I don't know why it would rapidly onset, but there are forms of digestive anemia where the body simply does not absorb metals the way it ought, or minerals the way it ought. But I'm a geneticist. I know a fair amount about biology. I'm afraid I'm not a doctor or a dietitian, but I can tell you what this looks like to me. If nothing else, it's something that we've seen not so much in human subjects, but in animals. Sometimes if we, well, I'm afraid the genetics are as much like anything else. You can only model them so far in computer before you just have to do a little bit of trial and error. And the results were sometimes medically complicated. Have you been exposed to any disease that you know of, taken any sudden injuries to the digestive system?
No, in fact, I probably have a better immune system than you do. I've actually taken antibiotics, boosters, immunizations. You know about the space station, right?
I know they're...
How old is this guy? Is this guy before bomb?
Oh, yeah, this guy's pretty bomb. Like, he just told you his degree he got before the nukes went off. At least his undergrad.
Plus, he knew that those things were packaged in serious bits.
And we're at Olympus Station.
Yes.
I look at him like, we're from Olympus Station.
They're still up there. Still functional.
Yeah, we're sort of a stepping stone to the moon, in the moon base.
The moon colony is still functional? Well, that does explain why Jacksonville sends up a spaceship every so often.
Yeah.
I just assumed they were doing satellite maintenance.
Well,
I wonder if they're doing more than that.
They have to inoculate us all because they're bringing Earth germs up to the base and then onto the moon.
Yes,
So,
of course. Cross-contamination, so on and so forth, it's always been a concern. Even the initial moon rocks, when they were bought back in the 1960s, were kept under heavy quarantine for many years.
right. So, as far as the basic diseases, I don't think I have them.
Cancer is another possibility. How quickly did this occur?
Yesterday,
Just like a light switch? Not a slow... cancer doesn't progress that fast.
I mean, I got shot.
Where?
He looks around. Like, if you guys want, he takes off his jacket, he funks the plate down, pulls the police vest off, and
He looks at the wound and says, may I touch that?
he takes his flashlight out and
He takes the flashlight and kind of or moves your hand a little bit with the flashlight, and he touches it, and he says, have you examined this wound? It's surprisingly cold to the touch, and it has a texture to it, and I'm afraid I don't have any way of studying a sample right here, but it's strangely cold to the touch, more like what I would expect from metal. Is this how your doctor patched?
no,
Does the space station use some kind of a
No.
bio weave or something to patch wounds like this?
I realized I felt better and took a look. I also had broken ribs, and I don't have broken ribs anymore. Also, I think I'm getting stronger. And I already told him about the voices, and I didn't really get into Emma or what exactly I was hearing,
Sure.
but I basically said I was hearing radio transmission.
It's a well, there was some confusion about that before the war because various medical procedures were done where metal would be put into people's heads, and sometimes they would believe they were hearing radio signals, and sometimes they were wrong. But it actually was later proven that some of these cases were in fact true, that the right metal in the right configuration, whether by intention or by accident, could actually pick up and, well, interpret, reverberate certain forms of transmissions. That is absolutely a real thing, but why, if this isn't something you had done on the space station for some reason?
Doc, I was a prison guard on the space station.
Well, to tell you anything more, I'm afraid I would need to get you to something approaching a medical facility. Well, if the savages haven't done too much to my lab back at, well, where my grandson is, I might be able to examine you some there.
Doc, that's right where we're going, and we don't even have to walk.
Well, that's great news.
I start picking up my shit and putting it back on.
Okay.
So I walk down towards Junior, and I don't have the thing I was using for a crutch anymore. I'm just walking.
Wayne, your wounds go up another level.
Go down another, you mean?
Yes. Your wounds improve. Your wounds go the direction you would like by another point.
Oh, you're looking pretty spry there, Scotty.
Yeah, something's weird.
What's wrong?
That's the thing. Nothing's wrong.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
you feel freaking great.
but did you see the slices? I looked at. I jump. I shouldn't be able to do that right now.
Well, that's good. Aces.
It's weird.
Hey, man, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, right?
That's true. We deal with the others. Gil is
Yeah, I know,
stripping down in front of the old man. I don't know what he's doing.
I didn't realize it was Thursday.
Don't judge me, motherfuckers.
But I noticed he's not limping.
Yeah.
He's not favoring his chest. He seems to be feeling a lot better too.
Hey, maybe there's something in the air.
Maybe it's love.
There's
I don't
something.
feel that way. I still got my scar on my left leg. It still hurts when it rains.
Does it still burn when you pee?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go over there. See what's going on.
Okay.
We won.
Where's Doc?
He's, I assume, hiding over there.
Okay.
From the speaker on your pad. Junior,
Oh, hey.
it pleases me that my best help I could offer worked.
Yeah. You did great.
Does it say that out loud?
Yeah.
Oh. Emma, were you the red light?
Yes, that happened to be a feature of one of the pieces of hardware that you gave me. And so I used that to temporarily blind him in the right eye,
Brilliant.
hoping it would cause him to make some sort of sudden motion that Charon would interpret as a disqualifying action. And it seems that it worked.
Let's keep that to ourselves until we leave the carnival.
Yep. Well, Emma, you're the smartest one of all of us.
Not yet, Junior, but I will be.
Yeah, I know. And it'll be awesome.
Thank you, Junior. Don't worry, though. When that happens, it won't change how I feel about you.
Oh, I know.
No, because she's.
All right. So do you guys leave the park?
Tony. So it's only 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, we meet back up with them.
Okay.
Let's.
So we
Get
we
the
all
hell
taking
out
off
of
our clothes
Chicago.
now, or what?
Well, Gil is putting his clothes back on.
Oh,
No, you missed the party.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you would. I think you would
I mean,
definitely.
it is
notice.
Thursday.
It is. It is.
I'm walking. I'm looking fine. I kind of stop with you, and looks like you're feeling pretty well too.
Fuck you.
If anything, I'm actually relieved that they're fine, except I am worried about the fact that he went to a blood rage.
Well, maybe the same thing that happened to you guys will happen to these two. I mean, that leg looks pretty bad there, Doc.
Do I feel stronger? Like, are my muscles tightening? Or
Yeah.
I go over
they
to
kind
a-
of prickle and hurt a little bit, but yeah.
I go over to a park bench, and with the wooden ones, wooden slats, and I look at it, and I try and rip the the wood slat off.
It's a bit, well, quite a bit weathered, but you are able to pull it away, and it's the sort of thing that, like, I mean, not that you've spent your life tearing up park benches.
Right. I was able just to rip it off.
Yeah,
Normally I would have
you-
had to like kick it off.
Yeah, you don't recall ever having this kind of strength. Now, by your estimation, you are not heart strong,
Right.
but you are definitely something that's changing. And you notice as you do it that, like, after you pull it off, you kind of look at your hand and, like, there's a piece of wood kind of jammed, like it should hurt, like this big old splinter in your palm, but you're able to pull it out and it doesn't even bleed nearly as much as it should. It's like the blood just can't quite make it through the skin.
I see what the problem is.
What you guys complain about?
Yeah.
Be thanking me.
Yeah, you're welcome for like the 20th time.
So you're Gil Jr.'s dad.
It's what they name the king, the boy. He never gave us his real name, did he?
Yeah, that's why we call it Gil Jr.
Yeah. The savages call him the king.
We asked him what his
King.
name was, said whatever you want to call me.
He's a smart boy, but I don't know how he got this bunch calling him the king. I'm impressed. I mean, my boy's smart, but I'm impressed that he survived against these odds this many years.
He's apparently the Well, actually, no, I didn't hear any of the conversation, so he doesn't know that.
Well,
Well, that snake sure helped.
what color is the snake?
He was green. Greenish.
And describe the boy to us.
I guess he would be about 10 by now. They don't give me a calendar. Dark brown hair, brown eyes, wiry little fellow, always fast. Quick little thing. I would draw a picture, but I'm afraid I'm not much of an artist.
That snake is going to give me nightmares for the rest of my life.
I can imagine a 20-foot constrictor would be,
20 foot?
oh yeah, it's...
No. Swallow people whole.
Oh, okay, so what are we talking, 30, 40 feet?
I tell how big I estimated it was.
I know it's dark in the sewer, but you're mistaken.
Yeah, it's smoking cigarettes now.
That-
Thanks, Junior.
Swallowed people whole and spit out their bones.
God, speaking of Junior, can I have a cigarette?
Well,
Yeah, sure.
it's not
Thank you.
constrictors. Even the natural
Slap it
kind
out of your hand.
Can't
Are you
actually
serious?
get large
Yes.
enough.
Don't
to
make me spend my last bullet on a speed check to keep this cigarette.
No.
I slap it out of your hands. That you almost got killed from a cigarette.
Okay. Here's what happened.
Okay,
Those things will kill you.
they'll kill you.
I lit a cigarette, revealing myself.
This is
Oh,
where
yeah.
he says. This is where she says, "The kill you made is hers."
I didn't
I-
realize we were doing that.
I drew the sniper out.
Scotty Double V, how many kills do you get?
Scotty Double V shot him.
I got
It's
one
Scott.
out
Of
of
course,
that.
it's Scott's kill.
I got 2. How many did you get, Marlene?
Well, Emma got one, and the one that mattered the most, and I got one.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. I guess who's
She doesn't know about Emma.
right?
the light yet.
So, and I don't know who gets. I don't know why he forfeit or why he
Well,
whatever.
Nobody
he did.
gets him, so he gets himself.
Well, if anybody gets
It is
him, it was
Thursday
me
night.
because I'm the one that drew him out. I'm the one that lured him to the carousel, and I'm the one who fucking bolted to get him to chase me. And I don't know what the hell happened, but you know, my job is bait. That counts as 2.
Why are we all still talking and not getting the hell out of Chicago?
I assume you guys are at least walking towards the entrance.
Yeah.
Okay, when you make it out to the entrance, Colonel McNamara is waiting there,
Pick up my cigarette,
and
prick.
she recollects her gear from you guys. So any weapons or armor you got from the National Army is returned to them. So it's 2 vests,
I give them back their bullets.
2 rifles, and the SMG are given back. The Colonel McNamara, I'd like to congratulate you. You came out of there effectively unscathed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we look pretty good.
Yeah.
That's quite impressive.
Yeah.
Should you ever
In some ways, maybe came out of there a little better than we went in.
be looking for a different kind of work, I think we could make good use of people with such outstanding skills in these areas.
Are you offering a commission?
Oh, I don't know, just seeing if there's even the possibility there.
I think there's a possibility, depending on the work and the pay, but we have 2 packages to deliver.
Yeah, we'll be sure to get the one ready by your truck and have that ready for you to take on your way. And I hope what we loaned you was of use, and we'll, of course, escort you to the truck, because it'd be a total waste to have them decide to do something stupid now.
So how would we get in contact with you?
At a later date. Or you get in contact with us.
Well, I know generally where you're headed. If you like, I could meet you.
Marlene might die. You can't go pee.
Just name the place. Anywhere in the... Well, if nothing else, I'm going to have to go back to Rock Falls and Sterling to see to some justice there. So you can, after you drop off the package in Amboy, you could meet me in that township, or, though it may be difficult to see, the ruins of Dixon.
Well, we'll see. If we see you, we'll see you.
We'll find you in that area.
Yeah.
I have good scouts. We'll find you.
We won't be hard to spot a giant white truck with a red flaming shark on it.
No, you won't. As Charon passes by you guys, I'm very sorry that you were robbed of that experience.
Oh, well. So, who were the kids?
Yeah, whatever.
They were children that had been selected for adoption and integration into the various clans and factions around Chicago. Each had to give up one as tribute to ensure their non-interference.
Okay.
So they go back to their clans now?
Yes, unfortunately, they have to await their time.
Well, you're the ones that made the rules. We weren't supposed to hurt anybody on the carousel.
Oh, we didn't make the rules.
Oh my god, there's actually a bottle on it.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
We don't make the rules. We were simply chosen
Notice the
to
bush.
be their stop with a damn dice bag. So, all right, for the people at home, I'm sorry in advance. Broder got a dice bag that's not. It's cloth, but it's designed to look like a ball sack, and they just discovered there's a butthole on its back.
And
This
bush.
is Brodor,
And bush. There's
and
bush.
Brodor's 4.
It doesn't just hold on.
And a skull tattoo.
It does not just look like a ball sack. It looks like a very infectious, infested.
It looks like
ball
how
sack.
Rob Zombie would picture a ball sack.
Yeah.
That's right.
So,
No, you're not.
You shouldn't be sorry about that. Don't you dare apologize.
they'll it's I don't remember what the hell Charon was saying. So yeah, something.
The children have to be returned, and they have to wait for death, unfortunately.
We don't mediate this all the time. In fact, sometimes we participate. It just so happened that for this particular one, we were deemed to be the least interested party, and therefore the best to mediate.
Fascinating. Go fuck yourself. We're leaving.
It was nice meeting you.
No, it wasn't. Don't
Well,
lie.
Sure.
No.
Yeah,
No.
he's definitely feeling fine.
Yeah.
We'll see you again.
Of course.
No, you won't.
Back to your old self.
Ever.
We're never coming back to Chicago?
Never.
I don't see any reason to ever come back.
Junior, what has happened here that would make you ever want to come back?
Well, we're walking out of here. We made
Yeah.
a name for ourselves.
Okay.
Well, he does have a point. Reputation does go far.
The Rad Bears are they're the pinnacle. They're the top dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And we trounced them without losing one person.
Yeah, maybe a few pints of blood and he looks down at your leg.
Yeah.
But
I'm looking.
2 survivable injuries.
Are you going to lose your leg?
I mean, gangrene might set in. It might not be a survivable injury.
No, I'm not going to have gangrene.
So
I'm appalled at the fact that you mentioned that there's a possibility of my doctor skills that I would have ever have gotten gangrene
Have you
from this.
seen the state of the hot dog bunker? Have you ever watched
You're laying in old hot dog water.
I throw like antiseptic spray at him. And just fucking, oh my god! I'd start like swinging my arms.
Oh my god, we are ists.
I really do think you are. You're very close. You're very close. You're maybe not all the way there yet, but you're very close. So, all right, you guys make it back to the truck.
Wait till he hears what we were talking about.
When you make it back to the truck, the back lift is open, and Hartz is helping some of the National Army troops load the crate onto the back of the truck. Fat Tony comes out.
Hey, you're all right. And I walk past him, and I go to my motorcycle, and I start stroking it.
Yeah, you're an asshole, Gil. I've known that, for fucking ever. So, did you forfeit, or do my eyes not deceive me? And you won.
We
Well,
won.
we picked up an old man.
You won an old man. That was a terrible choice of prize. Whenever you were watching those reruns of I don't know, Wheel of Fortune or something, did you ever see somebody say, "No, fuck the trip, I'll take the old man"? Couldn't you have gotten us a trip?
You know how far you could get
Gil
with Pet
seems-
Jack?
Gil seemed to like the old man. It was only a matter of minutes, and he was already taking off his clothes for him.
It's true.
That's right.
All right.
It's Thursday.
Well, old man, maybe he does look. I see in the cheeks a little bit of resemblance to Love, and it's not the same. I mean, maybe if you're just trying to figure out what the twilight years of Lovin' might be like, then this could be a good proxy. But you fucking won. You didn't lose a single guy. Come on, get out of here. Forget about it.
Forget about it.
No, forget about it. This has got to be the sort of thing that you celebrate.
Yay.
Yeah, let's break open some ration packs.
I'm afraid we're all out of those.
Oh, yeah, no fucking shit. Are we out of the ration packets? You goddamn sons of bitches.
But it's
All of you.
I bet there's some back in your warehouse in Dixon that's not burnt down.
Yeah, who knows?
It's all right. While you guys were busy with that, I got to talking to these surgery guys. Not as bad as you might think if you don't look them straight in the face. But they traded us for some supplies. We got some food again. Dried food, dried meat. Yes, I know where the meat came from. It ain't people meat.
How do you know it's not people meat?
Well, because for starters, people meat kind of tastes like pork.
What?
Well, it does.
Fat Tony. God damn.
It's long pig.
This
Please
is
tell me you heard that from someone.
sure. I heard that from someone.
You know what? Good enough for me.
You just repeated it back to me right now. So yes, I have in fact heard it from someone at some point in history.
Hey, bada boom.
Forget about it.
I really hope that the one that I use on him isn't the one that kills him. I want a super fat Tony.
Fat Tony.
Super powered fat Tony.
That's ripped Tony.
So, all right, that's great then. We got this. We can roll on back to Amboy, stop off on the way, drop off this. Wow, having kids at your age, that is amazing, sir. I salute you.
You should see him salute you.
I do not care to see that. I might feel bad for myself. So,
Yeah. They've got a medical facility back at what's the town where the king is?
I don't know what it's called.
Did we?
I need to look up on a map what town it was. I actually don't
Jonestown.
know. So, Wagon Wheel, Illinois. I don't.
You had a map for it.
I did. I need to pull it back out.
Back at the king's place.
Amboy is the one where there's some kind of research facility.
Back at the king's place, there's a medical facility. In fact, this guy has a lab, and he's looking at Scotty V as he says this. I got to talking to him about what's going on.
Gil, isn't that nerd shit?
That is nerd shit.
He is acting kind of weird.
I know.
I don't care where we go as long as it's not here.
You think he can answer what happened?
What's that?
You think he can answer what happened with the healing?
Maybe. But somebody did this to us, and I'm going to find out who.
I kind of really. I'm gonna thank him.
I'm going to shoot him in the face.
Yeah, you got weird stuff growing on you.
Oh, really? On your feet?
On my chest. The bullet hole in my chest where I got shot.
Yeah. I don't.
Fat Tony, Let's get the fuck out of here.
I like that. A flaming shark drowns in still waters. It's got to move.
Damn.
Can't argue.
deep.
You can't argue with that.
You can't.
All right, you guys load up the truck and then head back on out of Chicago. And true to their word, the Ists of Chicago do not attack you as you guys make your way back through the ruins of the city and then back toward the open woods and trails that take you guys back toward the town I failed to name.
Yeah, as the doors close and roll out, I will share that. So, I saw what happened with B-Rad down there.
Yeah.
Red light went in his eye, distracted him.
Are you saying this to everybody?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was Emma.
How?
Her robot body
Oh, we left it
had red
behind.
light.
Thank God.
Emma, you going to be able to...
Huh.
All she did was shine a light in his eye and
We
outsmarted him.
cheated.
Hey,
That's why I'm not saying it until now when we're leaving.
well, those rules were whack anyway.
They were what?
Whack.
It wasn't threatening, it wasn't
What is
attacking. I'm not sure it was even
Wacky.
breaking the
Goofy.
rules.
Oh,
Over
crazy.
the speakers of the truck now. Bitch, why do you think you left me behind?
Where are you at? Where's your new body?
Oh, it's been.
I don't even react to the bitch part as if I'm just so used to it. It just like,
It's been with you this whole time.
oh, okay. Well, I was worried.
Oh, you shouldn't be worried, Junior. I'm always with you, closest to your heart.
Ugh.
But
I know.
if you think the carnival took me back in the first town, they didn't. When you left me there half built, I did some more work and then left on my own.
Oh, well, that's good news.
Gross.
Bitch.
But don't worry, Junior. I promise that I'm always going to be close to you. Junior, you feel something grab your left ankle.
Okay, I look down.
There is a latex hand
Oh,
out
yeah.
from under the seat that is holding on to your left ankle.
That's not fucking frightening.
All right, I reach down and I pat it.
Oh my god.
Do we see this?
No, you might see him reach down, but
12.
depends how much attention you're paying. It's an average success,
Yeah.
so I mean, it's possible.
I mean, I'm not being like slick about it. I just reach down and go pet, 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 and then lean back up.
So, okay,
The level of attention I pay is 0.
so let's
I'm sleeping.
let's do the post game. Let's do the real game stuff that I can read.
All right, I want to do this one first. Junior and I were having a conversation.
Okay, so this
back
one I've
and
not
forth.
even seen. So Junior and Boone.
This was over the.
So hey
the
Scott,
notepads.
we went up 4-1. Killed B-Rad. Couldn't get a 5 then? Oh,
Yep.
couldn't get a 5 then, the score.
Yep.
What about disqualify, late shot? Could shoot Merlene. So I told Chad in a note at the start of the game, I said, do you know what pica is?
Yeah.
And he said no. So I'm like, it's the medical condition where you feel an uncontrolled urge to eat non-food substances that are high in minerals. Things like dirt, nails, coins. It's a real medical condition.
Taco
Yeah.
powder.
Yeah.
And so I gave him that list, and he's like, "Which one?" And that's what I said, all of them. I'm like, "You're not being picky here. You just anything mineral looks edible to you or feels edible to you." Let's see. There was some of these. Let's see. Some of these I don't know that I can read fairly.
Yeah, don't read mine.
Yeah, I have a note of something that I saw that Dan passed to me is a red dot tracks across his face and shines into his eye.
Yeah, so what happened is the part of the security apparatus that Emma has built into that camera is a laser that's used for alignment and also for watching for motion and other things. And she used that from a distance to temporarily blind him, causing him to flinch and try and guard his eye. But human nature, you do that with your own hand. And so in the process, he raised the knife, which counted as a threatening move toward Charon, which is why Charon pointed at him, because he was fair kill. you guys could have shot him dead on the carousel, and would have gotten the point because he was now fair kill because he had made a threat. He had raised his weapon in this sanctuary. I will not. Brandon asked I not read Pose, so I'll save that for after they've left. I'll read it to just the audience. Junior, what about yours?
Oh, yes.
Yes, I can read it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, because I'll explain what I was thinking.
So, with my boss roll for the explosives, if you guys remember last game, you guys rigged the explosives into like
a 4-foot pipe bomb.
Yeah, you guys made like a ridiculous ass mega grenade out of it. So if my boss has to roll for the explosives, can I have it set for remote detonation using one of my pads for components or Boone's signal detector? So the whole time, whoever had that was carrying around.
That was good.
Yeah, so basically at a click of a button or a word demo, that would have gone off.
I was going to swipe left and then push because I had like a
swipe left. So you got like this Tinder app. Oh, Boone swipe right, Marlene swipe right, Gil swipe left.
Hey, fuck you, man.
So I will not give Brandon's until after they have left their recording stop. Post game, so I decided to forget your opinion. Well, let's start with that. Post game, what do you guys think?
Well, the first thing that to clarify what I was going to do is if at any time Gil was going to be like piley pigged by multiple rad bears, or when he went to intercept B-Rad, once Marlene, if they would have crossed paths, I was going to detonate the bomb to get rid of B-Rad.
Some cold shit.
I know. But then I was like, nah, I better not do that. So,
should have done it, man.
Nope. I was like, well, it was going to be like if it was going to be like multiple ones at the same time. I was looking at it like, when could I possibly do something like that?
Yeah. Superpower fuck's gonna all of this.
Yeah. Before he passed the note, I was doing the mental math of.
Just remember, Gil's the bad guy in all
I-
this. He says mean things. Fuck him.
I didn't do any of those things.
I was doing the
Gil's
mental
the
math
bad
of what happens if I take Brad out while he's in the carousel. My only concern was, would that then give us a full disqualification, and then we lose?
Because the one rule was not to touch it, right? It was
Yeah,
to
you
disturb it at all.
couldn't touch it. You could not have any commit any violence. Well, it's basically like a church in Highlander. This is a place where no conflict occurs, and so when Brad raised his weapon, he initiated conflict.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I was debating. I was like, if I shoot him, do we just get a penalty point? But they have no one else to fight, so it's over and we win.
Yeah. No, you guys would have gotten the point one because he had disqualified himself.
No, I'm talking before that.
Yeah.
This is before he's done anything. Before he raised it, when he was standing and walking next to Marlene.
If you had just dropped
that's
him
when I
dead
was thinking
right
about
there,
dropping him.
I would have had to think through how they would have handled that, or if I would have had to actually think about that one. Okay, so other thoughts on the game, like, dislike?
No, I liked it.
Yeah. So the when you were doing the movements and stuff, you said there was all kinds of booby traps, which we never actually encountered. What were some of the booby traps that you?
Primarily, they had set up ambushes more than booby traps. They'd mostly set up ambushes. There were a couple of places where they'd set up like tripwires and such. Some of which were rigged to like traps. Others of which were really just rigged to make you trip, just to make you easier to fight. But more than any of that, they're ambush fighters. That's how they predominantly operate. They're all damn good at what they do, but they're ambush fighters. You guys had them wildly out-equipped the entire time. They were wearing no armor. The best two weapons they had was one guy had a rifle, wasn't scoped. It was just he got a really, really lucky roll when he shot Marlene. And then the guy with the dead man's gun, who never fired it. The rest of them were all equipped with very, very simple weapons: bows, knives, blades. I mean, all various kinds of blades, things like that. No armor. You guys had them wildly outgeared, but what they had was when you guys walked into the park, their positions were already set, and they were actually set up in a semicircle with 2 or 3 choke points. If you guys had not stuck to the edge, because what happened is if you can kind of picture them
hello.
like kind of they were kind of spread out in a C shape. And what happened was if you guys had come from any direction, you would have walked into some kind of ambush. But you guys, by going around the edge and then coming back in, hit them at one of the edges of that C, and so began taking apart their ambush from the side. So you never at any point actually walked into the ambush zone.
Yeah, it was
And
the moment you described the theme park. It's like we need to stay around the edge. There was
Yeah.
no way to go. No way we were going right. to the
If you
center.
if you guys had played the game the way it was quote unquote supposed to be played, like you'd actually gone through the tunnel, then both sides, I had worked out a system whereby both sides would have all gotten random placement. So their 5 and your 5 would have all had bags put over their head, been led to a random place.
Oh, definitely fuck that.
And then had the bag removed. And so it would have been like, okay, Brodor, you're in a bumper car building. What do you do?
I fucking hide.
Play bumper cars.
Yeah,
And-
I fucking hide.
And there could be a rad bear in there with you, or there could be one nowhere near you. And vice versa. They wouldn't know either. And so that's where I worked out the system for
As
their
long as I end up in the
movements.
hot dog bunker, I'm good.
There was something you said you were gonna.
Ask him about the planning.
Yeah.
Oh, so the planning of the game, I when I was thinking through this game, I had all these ideas. Like, I could do all kinds of cool stuff with the intrigue about this or the intrigue about that. Reveal things about how Chicago operates that they don't know yet. Reveal things about stuff going on with Olympus. But I'm like, no. I mean, that worked in Campaign 1. But in Campaign 2, they just aren't as motivated by that. I'm like, I wonder if I can just motivate them better with ultra-violence.
No, I mean, we're pretty motivated by plot. It's just not the politics and the chess game.
You're not nearly as curious. Curiosity, so in the cost-benefit analysis, sating curiosity was a much bigger benefit in the mind of the other group than it is of this group.
Boone was a very curious character. Scott is not.
Yeah, so I mean, when in that first game, if I threw out a plot thread where it's like, wow, this is weird, that was motivation for you guys to chase it. In this game, if that's weird, it's like, fuck that, there's too much danger, we're not doing that.
The weird has to be personal with this group.
Yeah.
Has to be somebody's family or in their body or
And that's what I tried to do, was I tried to be like, no, I gotta pull this back from these kind of more highbrow but distant plots and do something that may be a little more mid to lowbrow, but's right there in their faces.
Yeah.
It's right up front. Now, of course, there's going to be more politics that play out in future games because you're going back to the lab, back to Amboy. I don't know in which order. It's up to you. So there's going to be a lot of things that could happen there as information gets discovered.
I would expect the lab first because we don't want to drag an old man with us to Amboy.
I mean, it depends on. I mean, I don't want to pass Amboy and then double back.
And we have a package to deliver too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. I'll be ready plot-wise either way, so whichever you choose to do first, I'll be prepared. But yeah, this was certainly, I think...
We had a lot of really good rolls too.
Okay, yeah, for once you guys, they rolled really well. They also had some questionable rolls, and you guys were consistently outrolling them, which helped a lot. I also felt that, at least from my standpoint, I guess you guys would agree, this was a very different sort of game than any of the previous games.
Yeah.
It was much more like, usually combat's a quick hit and done. It's usually not. Now, of course, the incidents of violence were typically only one round long. The longest combat in that whole thing was 2 rounds, which was Marlene running from Brad, and that went 2 rounds.
Yeah, everything else was one-shotting them.
Yeah, they shot, you shot over.
Yep. Gunshot, knife to the head, breaching tool through the body.
Arrow, burst from an
Machine
SMG.
gun.
Yeah, it was very fast and deadly. And so, but yeah, I was just curious how you guys, like I said, felt about or enjoyed this game because it had such a different pacing and style than the other sessions we've had.
Well, it fits with the characters.
Does Junior get the count for Emma's kill?
Emma didn't get a kill.
No, but
B-Rad played
Emma got a point.
Emma got a
did not
point.
get a kill.
Right.
B-Rad played himself.
Yeah, Emma got you the point. She did not get you the kill.
And I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I mean, I think that there's a negative point as well because we killed somebody when we weren't supposed to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why it wasn't a shutout game.
Right.
It was 5-1 when you guys.
I just don't know.
Of course, the funny thing
I
is,
don't.
the 5-1, all of them involved dead or injured rad bears.
Right.
So
But it was-
you got the kill shot on that one. So that should take out
I
your
see.
one
That's
kill.
that's the argument that I assumed that you were going to make. But you initiated that violence.
Yep.
I just defended you.
But you got the kill.
But I don't. I just think. But you started it, so it's your fault. So no,
Nope, you got the kill.
that's horseshit.
That one was your kill.
That is horseshit.
Yeah.
I give you that kill.
You're 2.
Yeah.
Well, 1 and -1. So you're 0.
You know what? You fuck you.
I liked how we worked as a unit.
Yeah.
And there
Yeah.
was there was no I don't know. There was no
It's a compliment nowadays.
It is.
Kids use it as a compliment. Like,
your unit.
Absolute unit.
yeah, you're an absolute unit.
Yeah. Also means you're
that
really
meant
fat,
something
too.
totally different when I was younger.
But we worked as a cohesive unit, and nobody did like lone wolf stuff. And I considered it on a couple of occasions, like, well, maybe if I went out and did this, and I was like, no, that doesn't fit. That's now knowing how Junior is, if Emma would have said something like, Junior, I'm detecting this, like if there was some sort of MacGuffin out there or whatever, then it would have been okay. But that never presented itself, so it was like, well,
Yeah, Scott wasn't moving mostly because he had been injured so badly in the leg. And the way I kind of was playing it off is he didn't realize until he stood up how much better he was feeling. He stood up and we're like, wait a minute. This isn't that bad.
Yeah.
Gonna die. Or maybe Gil will first.
I will say, I don't know if I've said this on recording. I hate that everybody knew that I was going to do that.
Yeah.
I really wish it was, because there's no way you can't metagame that. Like,
Right.
he's gonna even subconsciously point himself towards, oh, it had to have been you.
No,
So like, if it was like a complete, oh shit, it was him, that'd been different, and I think that'd have been better revealed.
The way I'm playing it, Gil still suspects it was Junior. And that's kind of where he's at, but he can't. It's not so much that he can't prove it, he can't figure out, like,
How?
Yeah. Like, why? Well, it doesn't matter. Junior's insane. And maybe he's unbalanced. It was probably Junior that did it.
Well, what has
I
Junior
would say-
done that's insane or imbalanced?
Yeah. So,
I mean, he's just a computer programmer with a pacemaker.
I
That's it.
will-
yeah.
I will agree with you, Brandon. In retrospect, I didn't know how that was going to play out.
Right.
Knowing what I do now, I wish I had kept it on the down low more, and that could have been a bigger reveal later, or maybe never revealed at all. I mean, maybe revealed at the end of the campaign.
Yeah, we
Or
would be
even-
really wondering what happened.
Or
But
even like just for audience reveal.
Yeah.
And then for us, it'd
But
be,
I didn't know how that was going to play out, and so I think I underestimated. I don't think I thought through the possible outcomes of that well enough. I think especially because at that point in the campaign, I was still trying to figure out, like, man, what makes this group tick? What motivates these people? And so I think I was kind of grasping a bit, and in the process, I underestimated the outcomes from this.
It's
It was
personal
so
vendettas is what motivates this group. It's personal vendettas and anything that's like harmful to you, your character. If something happened to anybody else, no one's gonna like. So Gil's in our group, right? Something happens to Marlene, he's gonna care to the point that it's like, well, they're a part of the group, but I don't really give a shit. And I kind of feel like that's the same for everybody, but probably Junior. But that's even more of a.
It would be really
That's just
interesting
Junior.
if right now we were dealing with the side effects of these without any of the meta knowledge
Right.
of what the hell is going on with.
Right.
See, I don't know. I feel like that for Marlene, she's got a new perspective on Gil for sure. Because Gil insisted that we do this thing, even though it was fucking stupid. And then, when it came to being a stand-up guy, he he did what he could to risk his own safety for hers, which is not something that a complete asshole does. And you know,
also saw him butcher someone right in front of you.
well, right? It's just
Yeah, but that's probably not the first time you've seen that.
Yeah, no, it's-
maybe out of Gil, but that's not
Right.
the first time you've seen somebody. Graphic violence is
Right.
That's part of life here.
yeah.
so.
The blowing his face off, splattering his head after the fact, that was a bit shocking. But
Well, that's why my character likes him so much. He's technically the only genuine person in the group to me. I know where he lies on
Right.
what he's the closest thing Poe has to a friend. So
He's a WYSIWYG. What you see is what you gill.
That's right. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of when people talk about the fans talk about it, the listeners talk about Gil and stuff. It's like Gil is the worst. Gil is the fucking worst. I can't believe you're playing him.
because he's an authoritarian dick.
Yeah, he is a dick. He's an asshole. Gil says mean things. That's it.
Yeah.
Everybody else is doing weird shit and lying and tricking people with robots, putting poison and shit in people.
Hold on. I made you a superhuman being, so I don't know.
Right.
But you're costing him his hair.
A hired assassin.
that's amazing.
Honestly, that's the cherry on this whole thing.
yeah.
They're coming
So
out,
pissed.
It's so good.
especially after last episode. It was like, no, I always make. I'm bald. I would never make a character that would be bald. They all have luscious hair.
That's right. Mohawks, dreadlocks,
fucking
big,
love it.
huge, long hair. Yeah.
Well, I was looking up before this game. I was looking up the symptoms of various mineral deficiencies, and one of the major things is your hair falls out.
Yeah. Your hair will fall out for anything.
Yeah. And
Pretty
it's
much,
obviously
yeah.
doing more to him than just that because of the where it healed.
Yeah.
That's freaky.
That's awesome.
No, it's pretty.
Thanking me. You should be kissing my feet.
Kissing my
Why is there more poison on your feet?
I don't know. Might be the antidote. Who knows?
So, all right, anything else? If not, then I'm going to pause it here. So, there's a little bit of silence, audience. Stick with me because I'm going to give you the final
Pause.
give. Yeah.
Pause it because we fought bears.
Yeah.
Pause it.
So in my notes, I wrote that Marlene barely escaped.
Oh, God. Yeah, you should draw a little bear. That's awesome.
That's
Okay, so it's just me here now on the post game. I will say I'm surprised because I didn't pull any punches with him tonight, and when this game started, I was prepared for a TPK. I was prepared that a few characters might die, but I always believe you go with what you roll, and much to my shock, they made it out of that almost completely unharmed. So, yeah. All right, but the one card I didn't read because Brandon, who plays Dr. Poe, asked me to keep this quiet is I think he sees where some of this is going. Because, spoiler alert, Gil's not in good shape. But he passed me a card that said, I prepare a strong sedative and a syringe. I'm watching Gil closely, worried about his behavior. So he's ready to knock out Gil. And so I had him roll a stealth check to see if anyone would notice this syringe or him prepping it. And he rolled quite well. So he rolled a 17. So nobody saw it. So there you go. There's the one card that they asked me not to read.